Now I'm starting the lithosphere basics. So this is your geomorphology. Now when I say basics, basic does not mean that we are doing foundation. We are doing the main course. We are doing the main course. But yes, the easier topics of the syllabus, the foundational topic of the syllabus will be covered first. So people who joined in new, आज अगर आप आए हैं तो आज से जो टॉपिक शुरू हो रहा है, whatever is starting from today is new, so you will understand everything. But please, for me, my profile, and if you are doing geography optional under me, there was a course orientation and blueprint on day 1 of the course. Please attend that. Yes, through recordings, please do the environment part. So welcome to all. I can see for some comments, Supurvi, namaste. Angel, good morning. Shantanu, good morning. Nilni says, is climatology complete? Nilni, you have been attending all the classes. Did I not say that these were the easier topics? Did I not classify the syllabus into foundational topics and the advanced topics? तो मैं काफी बार बता चुका हूं. I've already told you. And just imagine, are you having the syllabus or not? Everyone, please, on the first day, on the orientation of any new topic, your syllabus is given to you. Please make sure आपके syllabus में जो भी है सब कुछ cover कराया जाएगा. And PYQs were discussed on the 6th session of the basic climatology. इसलिए last session we developed something on answer writing, though the class was a little elementary on that. Nilni, this is but today's geomorphology class, everyone, because Nilni has been attending all the classes and it is really disheartening that you don't know the syllabus, you don't know the schedule. तो सब लोगों से request है, देखिए, many of you are not used to scheduled learning, so the classes, their design, everything is declared on the course page. So 6 classes on climatology, the easier topics, 6 classes on geomorphology, there is advanced geomorphology also. So please have a look at that. This will help you really extract the best out of the course. ठीक है, चलिए. Okay, let's continue. Good morning, Dhananjay. Good morning, Dushyant. Surajit, good morning, sir. I've been completing all the previous backlogs, 6 foundation, 8 of this course. I will be completing everything by the end of this week. That's very good. It is okay to start watching? Yes, absolutely, Surajit. You can join in from here. So I generally, for the first 5 minutes, I take the students down. So I'm just scrolling down if any of your message is there, any doubt is there, so that I can take that. Megha has sent some doubts, so I will be looking at them also. Nilni saying, why climatology class not in your flow? So Nilni, please, previous class में सारा पहले course orientation के दिन ही बता दिया. ठीक है? Purvi has a doubt, that is there. Good morning. Okay, Megha saying my net was not working. So I get that. Anticyclonic conditions at surface will lead to low pressure at upper surface. Circular pattern. How this will lead to blocking situation of mid latitude where westerlies dominate. मेगा फिर आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, यहाँ से आप पढ़ रहे हैं उनको भेज दीजिए, सो देन इट विल बी मोर मीनिंगफुल, है ना. सो जहाँ भी आप पढ़ रहे होते हैं पहले उसको कॉन्टेक्स्ट को वहां से लीजिए, आपको क्या समझ में आया. आई हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अ लॉट अबाउट दैट. हाँ मेगा मुझे भी पता है, रूपा से पढ़ा है, उसके अलावा आपको ऐसी कोई वो नहीं, तो रूपा से पढ़ा है तो कम से कम बताइए सही कहाँ से. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, आई एम नॉट रिपीटिंग दैट, कि क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछना होता है, उस एरिया को मार्क करिए, आपकी क्या समझ में आया, बताया नहीं. तो लेट अस नॉट डू दैट. एक लाइन बीच में डाल दी, जैसे किसी ने पहले भी किया था, टेलीग्राम चैनल पे भी बहुत से लोग करते हैं. सो आई एम रियली नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन एनी लाइन यू कम अक्रॉस, और उसको जो है यहाँ पे वो लाइन लिख दिया, सर ये बताइए, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में मेरी मदद करिए. सो दिस इज नॉट रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन गोइंग ऑन. Even in reading comprehension, you need to know the passage full. When you know the full passage, then only you can answer it or not. So I'm very sure ये तो स्कूल में भी बताया गया है. Let me not reiterate that. उसमें व्यर्थ भी होता है समय. So let us not do that. So what is geomorphology? 5 minutes are over. So that is taken. किसी ने यहाँ पर अपना आंसर डाला है. आंसर मेरे पास आया है. किसने अपना आंसर लिखा था? So this is a feedback for that person. Somebody had submitted the answer. I think Megha is the name. So climatology पे किसी ने आंसर लिखा, नाम मुझे नहीं याद आ रहा, but I think I have given feedback also. स्नेहा आपने आंसर भेजा. Good try स्नेहा. Very good try. Consistent. आपने पहले भी आंसर लिखा, उसके बाद भी लिखा. Both the cases I can see that there is a serious attempt to do that. अच्छे से ट्राई किया आपने. And I can see a lot of maturity in that. Some errors are there, but as I said, we are all into beginning of answer writing. So I don't expect top of the world answers from you. But जो आप कोशिश कर रहे हैं, you were right in the direction. What was good about Sneha's answer? Feedback for everyone. Sneha had looked at the question. Her question was answered by what she had written. तो स्नेहा ने वो लिखा था. स्नेहा के आंसर में question was answered. Hear that? Question was answered. And apart from that, स्नेहा ने उसकी body में there was substantive content in that. तो content भी उन्होंने लिखा था. ठीक है? So that is there. तो ये जो हाफ हार्टेड ये ले रहे हैं ना, ये मैं कोई आंसर नहीं ले रहा हूँ. CSE पुअर आंसर. ठीक है? So ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कुछ भी लिखेंगे और मैं उसको चेक करके दे रहा हूँ. Please don't be under that impression. That is not going to happen. someone who's seriously doing that, जो क्लास में पढ़ाया गया उसके बाद you try and write an answer, it makes a lot of sense. I do support the students in that, but not otherwise. Do we get that? तो अपने पॉइंट्स कुछ लोगों ने उस दिन भी कराए थे. प्लीज डू नॉट लूज दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी. एवरीवन अपने लूज आंसर्स मत भेजिए. देयर आर मेनी स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव डन ज्योग्राफी विद अदर टीचर्स. दे सी दैट दिस टीचर इज इनवाइटिंग आंसर्स, तो उनके साथ जो गलत आंसर्स थे जो पहले लिखे हुए हैं वो लगा के यहाँ पे चेक दीजिए. सो दिस इज अ वेरी लाइक रॉन्ग मूव, बिकॉज देन आई गेट टू नो कि यार इनके आंसर नहीं चेक करने, है ना. शिवाजी, आंसर पार्टिसिपेट इन द क्लास देन सेंड द आंसर. गेट दैट? सो मैंने कहा ना, देयर विल बी मेनी हु विल जंप एट दिस, हो ये तो आंसर चेक करेगा, वो मैंने उनके वाले में एजुकेटर में सीखा है, वो वाले में भेज देता हूँ. नहीं हो रहा है. एट द एंड ऑफ द क्लास, द लास्ट क्लास, इट वाज सेड कि ये टॉपिक है, दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस, आप इस पे ट्राई कर सकते हैं. सो द पर्सन हु ट्राइड, दे सेंट इट टू मी. ठीक है, कैसे वो भी ढूंढ लीजिए, थोड़ा पता कर लीजिए कैसे भेजा जा सकता है. टेलीग्राम पे बहुत सारी चीजें बताई जाती हैं, तो भेज दिया. और उसके बाद जैसे भी सीएससी ने आंसर डाल दिया, ये एक गलत चीज है कि आपने कुछ भी आंसर में. एक बात बताइए कल एवरीवन, डिड आई से दैट आंसर राइटिंग विल बी द शॉर्टेस्ट आंसर व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू गेट. The shortest answer which you're going to get is 150 words and 2 pages. Yes or no? ये आपको मिलने वाला है. कल आपको लिख के दिखाया था. I even showed you that long answer में कितने आते हैं? 4 pages. Everyone, do we get that? And I know all of you are beginners, so I thought, let me explain to everyone how questions are coming. Now you will be given a space, उसी में आपको लिखना है. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि you are given blank sheet, तो उसमें question भी लिखा जाता है, you are asked to write in that. So now yesterday I told you that there will be an introduction. Yes, and in the last class, sorry. So people who have joined in new, जो geomorphology से हैं, just telling you what is the format of answer. This will help you also. So this is the introduction. What do you think about the question? And then you come to the content of it. You start writing it, and wherever needed, you draw the diagrams or the maps, and you conclude it. This is how an answer is written. Do we get that? Did I demonstrate how to write answers? One long answer also, one short answer also. Yes. And did I also say that for the content you will have to brainstorm कि क्या paragraphs बनाने हैं? What paragraphs are to be written? Because what all is asked. Remember, I told you question को break करना होगा. What, why, where, key topics. Yes or no? That was expected. Now somebody just now sent me an answer. ये एक पेज का है. उन्होंने ऐसा लिख दिया है. And he sent that page. Sir, I was looking at PYQ, so I thought of writing this. Do you know? After that, I stopped taking you seriously. When I have told you that this is the process, and you still do this. Do you know? Even if you send your answer next time, I may not take you seriously. Whereas, as I said, Sneha, very good answer. She's written a 2-page answer on air circulation. Very good try. So unfortunately, that is not in the PDF format. वो JPG format में होगा, नहीं तो भी डाल नहीं पा रहे उसको. Otherwise, I would have put it and uploaded also. नहीं तो group पे डाल दूँगा, कोई tension नहीं. So please be careful. First of all, I want to tell you that very rarely, teachers are touching and checking your papers. Very rarely. It is only in master stroke programs that you find a senior teacher is checking your papers. सब कुछ छोड़कर वो check कर रहा है. और आप कहीं से भी पूछ लीजिए. Master stroke इसीलिए जाना भी जाता है. Do we get that? Now, if you send in frivolous answers, तो भाई मैं क्लियर हो जाता हूँ कि मुझे इसके चेक नहीं करने. So don't lose that opportunity. Be smart in that. So एक स्नेहा ने यहाँ पे डाउट पूछा है, ये आंसर लिखा है. स्नेहा ने आंसर दिया है. Okay. तो ये स्नेहा का आंसर है, just to show you. Thank you Sneha for sharing here also. So everyone, this is her answer. Let me show you. And as I said, I'm not looking at answers जिसको देखते यार आदमी हिल जाए, but एक genuine. Explain the meridional circulation of atmosphere and its importance in world climate. ठीक है? So here is an introduction. As the Earth receives non-uniform insulation, there is latitudinal imbalance, and because of that, atmospheric circulation happens. And this has been explained by tricellular model, which is shown below. Does it make sense? First page. I'm not happy with the introduction. I would not have written the answer this way, but for a beginner, very good, very good. For a beginner who's here, very good. Everyone, please get this. As I've told you, like we will not try to impress first. पहले एक बात बताइए, being correct is good impression. True or not? After that, how to get more marks from the examiner, that also I will train you. So not the best of the introductions, but that is there. And this, the person has done that. I told you, like I could have looked at different things also, but that's also okay. उसके बाद इन्होंने Hadley cell बनाया. At the equatorial low, the hot air rises. Hadley cell explain किया, Ferrel cell explain किया, and she has explained आगे भी. Yes. So her answer has a feedback that her answer is what I taught in the class. This is more like a summary of class. But in the answer, more things will be needed. But for a beginner, everyone who's listening to me, you are beginners. पहले ये आंसर लिखना शुरू करिए. पहले ये आंसर लिखना शुरू करिए. This is important. First, get the things, learn to put them on the paper. That's absolutely okay. If you are doing that, it's a good way of doing that. You yourself may not find this answer is the best answer. मैं आपको मास्टर स्ट्रोक के आंसर शेयर करूंगा. You cannot even think how people write on that. उसके बाद इन्होंने क्या किया, उसके बाद इन्होंने पोलर सेल लिख दिया, उसके बाद इन्होंने क्या किया, इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ मेरिडियनल सर्कुलेशन 1 2 3 4 5 6। टेल मी, आर ऑल द पार्ट्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चन एड्रेस्ड और नॉट? किया है, 2 पेज में करना था, किया नहीं किया, अच्छी बात है। तो पहली बात तो ऑलवेज गेट द फर्स्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ एन आंसर इज योर आंसर शुड बी comprehensive. What do I mean by comprehensive? Comprehensive means that it should give all content should be answered. So comprehensiveness में ये आंसर ठीक है। Second part is answer should be structured as per the question. वो भी ठीक है। Third is answer should be properly illustrated. What do I mean by illustrated, everyone? Diagram if needed, map if needed. If you don't have diagram or map, even an example will do. That is illustration. Correct? Fourth one is it should have information which is digested into knowledge and wisdom. ये कहां पर आता है? Now this is innovation. ये अभी बहुत इस आंसर में नहीं है। Innovation. This can specially be introduced in introduction and conclusion. This can also be introduced in the structure of the answer. Do I make myself clear? I know you people have not written answers till now. Did I give you a very simple thing? What are the qualities of a good answer? Where do I expect from you, everyone? अभी मैं आपसे क्या expect कर रहा हूँ? Everyone who's trying to write answers, please don't think कि सचिन सर को मेरा आंसर बुरा लगेगा तो क्या होगा। ये होना चाहिए। I expect this. Beginners, please do this. If you don't even do this, then it is not fair. ठीक है? अच्छा ये बताइए, आंसर में all dimension comprehensive में if you do not know all dimensions. Can I say all dimensions? Say I only mean your textbook plus class ideas. And how will they come on your paper? Brainstorm. And what is the structuring? Remember I told you in the last class how to make the rough plan. बस इतना कर दीजिए मेरे लिए. You are really going to do well. Everyone here, irrespective of your medium, Hindi medium, English medium, you are going to do well if you are at this level. Please do not expect superhuman answers coming from you. I am not expecting that. It will come. With time it will come. That's my guarantee. But अगर सिर्फ इसलिए ये किया कि मैंने लिखा है कुछ, ये पेज पर कुछ है, सर I was in a hurry और अभी incomplete, I thought you have a look, at least have a look, मैं देखने भी नहीं वाला। इनफैक्ट और गड़बड़ हो जाता है कि आपने टाइम पास के लिए भेज दिया, फिर ये वही वाला क्वेश्चन है 11 o'clock in the night, सर वेयर इज इथियोपिया? You do not respect my efforts, why should I respect your half-hearted efforts? ठीक है, सिंपल बता रहा हूँ। Am I expecting too much of a demand or simple demand? I know you will not have these things right now. I am looking at simple things, simple and correct. Can we be simple and correct, all beginners? Can we be simple and correct? That's it. Can we be genuine in that much? वो कर दो, बाकी I am supporting you. In all ways I am supporting you. बट अगर आपने एक पेज लिखा उसमें क्योंकि आपने लाइफ में पहली बार एक पैरा लिखा है, सर मैंने लाइफ में पहली बार लिखा है, लेट इट नॉट हैपन. प्लीज डू नॉट सबमिट एंड द ड्रॉप ऑफ इट. ढूंढ लीजिए कोई और, अगर आपका चेक करता हो तो कोई टीचर चेक करता हो, ढूंढ लीजिए, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं. ठीक है, स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी एंड दिस वाज क्यूटी प्रीवियस है, तो अगर आप आज आए हैं तो लेट अस लुक एट जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी. लेक्चर 1 इंट्रोडक्शन एंड बेसिक्स. तो क्या है जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी? कोर्स डिजाइन. व्हाट इज दिस लेक्चर अबाउट एवरीवन? दिस अबाउट जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी. अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये लाइन में मिटाना भूल गया. Earth's atmosphere that continues पिछले वाले से लगी रह गई वो. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to do specific things. Meaning and scope of geomorphology. What is geomorphology? What is asked in that? Get that? Second is recent trends in geomorphology. Fundamental concepts of geomorphology. Geological time scale. Factors controlling landform development. ये 5 चीजें होनी है आज की क्लास में. Is everyone okay? What will you read? NCERT chapter on origin and evolution of Earth. I hope आपने पढ़ लिया होगा. सब लोगों ने पढ़ लिया कि नहीं? ये तो हमने उसमें भी कर लिया everyone. We have to already done that even in other things. Foundation में भी किया and even climate में भी did that. Second comes chapter number 6 of geomorphic processes. Is everyone okay? Chapter number 6 of geomorphic processes. Where will you get this? अभी टेलीग्राम पे मैंने शेयर कर दिया. टेलीग्राम पे this has been shared. Chapter on geomorphic processes. मिल गया सबको? टेलीग्राम पे ये भी आता है. Done. Second. Class handout क्या है? अभी यूज होगा. We will use in class and it will come in the update section. What is the homework for today? Complete this handout. Read this handout. Read this. कल book बदल जाएगी. Tomorrow I will change the book. So as I have been very very clear that every lecture will have very specific readings. करते जाइए. Take baby steps. Take baby steps. बाबा अपने आप हो जाएगा. Do we get that? Let us have our concepts. Let us have our content in place and our answers also in place. That's all we are doing. Get that? Basic answer लिखना है. Suppose आपसे पूछा what is mountain building? बताओ यार mountain building क्या है? Mountain building terms associated with that orogenesis किसने दिया? ये concept गिलबर्ट ने दिया. कैसे होता है? What are different types of mountains? These are the diagrams. Please see how have I written? Perfectly okay. Makes sense. Do we get that? तो ये आज का प्लान. बट प्लान से पहले क्या होना चाहिए? सिलेबस. एक बात बताइए. I want to teach you fractions in mathematics. Yes, a upon b plus c upon d. a upon b into c upon d. These are fractions, no? किसमें पढ़ाते हैं? Algebra में पढ़ाते हैं. Algebra, yes, equations and all that. Now, before I teach you, I thought of giving you some basics of addition. Okay, some basics of subtraction, some basis of multiplication, and some bit of division. Did I do a good job or not? Did I do a good job? Because you're going to do fractions. Yes, sir? Makes sense. Now, I did not give you any complicated multiplication division. No complicated high order ones. Is it okay? क्योंकि बिगनर है यार. तो अब नलिनी कह रहा है सर मेरा क्लाइमेटोलॉजी जो है पूरा का पूरा क्यों नहीं पढ़ा रहे हो, उसका एडवांस क्यों नहीं बता रहे हो मुझे. भाई नलिनी आप आंसर नहीं लिख सकते बेसिक का. अभी तो आपने बुक भी नहीं पढ़ी है पूरी की पूरी. आपने मेड सिंपल पढ़ लिया. हैव यू लुक्ड एट दैट? बट सर एडवांस पढ़ा दो. तो इससे क्या होगा? आई विल फिनिश द सिलेबस एवरीवन. आई विल क्विकली फिनिश द सिलेबस. आई विल क्विकली फिनिश द सिलेबस. नलिनी कह रहे हैं जितना बताया उतना ही. मैंने तो पूरा बताया भाई. पूरा एयर सर्कुलेशन आ चुका है, जेट स्ट्रीम्स आ चुके हैं उसमें. आप बता दीजिए कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ा है नलिनी. I'm तो very clear. नहीं तो आंसर आने लगते ना. People who are doing it, I am तो seeing their answers also coming. So why not complete it? So everyone please get to know that I would complete all types of cyclones and everything. मेरी तरफ से तो it will be completed. आपके लिए क्या होगा? अरे यार कोर्स खत्म हो गया. I was not able to catch up. And I also want to tell you everyone, there are a lot of things in the atmosphere which are related to the land lithosphere. Yes or no? Would it make sense that before we go into the advance of that हमने उनको connect कर लिया? तो ये मेरी teaching है. This is what I believe about teaching. If you are a person who is into finishing syllabus, आपकी मर्जी है यार, आप फिनिश कर लीजिए. बहुत सारे मेरा ही पीजीसी पढ़ा हुआ, उसे रिकॉर्डिंग देख लीजिए आप. फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी करिकुलम इज देयर, उसमें एडवांस जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी भी, एडवांस क्लाइमेटोलॉजी भी, यू कैन वॉच देम. सो दैट इज अप टू यू. आई थिंक इफ आई एम एबल टू सिचुएट द स्टूडेंट इनटू एयर एंड लैंड एंड देन आई गो इनटू एडवांस, दैट विल मेक अ लॉट ऑफ मोर सेंस. दैट इज माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड दैट इज माय पेडागोजिक स्टाइल. सो आई वुड वांट टू रिटेन दैट. आई एम नॉट नेगोशिएटिंग ऑन दैट. बट फिर भी किसी ने पूछा था तो मैंने बता दिया. और ये भी रिक्वेस्ट है, इसमें भी यही कर रहा हूँ. 6 क्लासेस के बाद फिर ये हट जाएगा. तो अचानक मत जाग के कहना अरे ये तो चेंज हो गया. The course has been declared. All the planner has been declared. Please उसको देख लीजिए. Yes. So किस चीज से चलते हैं? We go by the syllabus. पहला क्या है? Factors controlling landform development होना चाहिए. आज की क्लास में होना चाहिए. Endogenetic, exogenetic forces. Yeah, makes sense. Basic है. Yes. Origin and evolution of Earth's crust. Elementary. Fundamentals of geomagnetism. Remember? Now in atmosphere, we were talking about aurora. Remember? How magnetic field protects our atmosphere. अब वो बनता कैसे वो यहाँ पे बताएंगे. So that connection has to come over here. Physical conditions of Earth's interior. What is inside the Earth? Hi Rehan, good morning. Please be in time. अब जियोसिंक्लाइन ये आपने नहीं पढ़ा है. ये एक नया स्ट्रक्चर है. This will be talked about. फिर कॉन्टिनेंटल. अब यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगा? ये थ्योरीज आ जाएगी. इधर क्या है? बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट. अर्थक्वेक सुनामी यहाँ तक वो है. और उसके बाद यहाँ पर क्या होने लगेगा? दिस अगेन बिकम्स अ थ्योरेटिकल ज्योग्राफी. और आखिर में तो हो जाएगा अप्लाइड ज्योग्राफी. Wherever I have too much of theoretical things, and especially denudation, chronology, concept of geomorphic cycles, landscape development, all these things. These are advanced things. Channel morphology, erosional surface. Do you know what is channel morphology? It is related to atmosphere also. Erosional surface is related to atmosphere also. So many things are involved in that. Yes. And I also want to tell you कि यहाँ पर आने से पहले, before coming to this, we should have completed GC Leong. Sir, वो तो हमने आपके साथ complete किया था. You did not. Chapter 15 to 25. Chapter 15 to 25 किया था, but not those chapters on landforms. वो अब मुझे करवाने. But आज मैं क्या करवाने को कह रहा हूँ? What chapter have I given you? Geomorphic process. हो जाएगा ये? Everyone, will this be done? The chapter is given, shared on Telegram. The chapter is also shared on Telegram. Handouts will also be given to you. This is what I want should be done. Is everyone okay? Syllabus भी आपको बता दिया है. तो first six classes will be dealing with these basic ones. We will go into this also. This part also I will touch upon. But ये वाला जो है, ये सारा का सारा एरिया किस में आने वाला है? एडवांस में आएगा. इज एवरीवन ओके? मेकिंग माय सेल्फ क्लियर ऑन दिस. तो ये मत कहना अरे पूरा एक साथ क्यों नहीं करवाया. कनेक्ट है, लिंक है. जियोमॉर्फिक साइकिल्स आर W.M. Davis, who is the father of geomorphology, he says that all landforms are a function of structure, process and stage. नहीं शिवाजी, टाइम नहीं है. जो वो कह के गए हैं, अगर हम उन्हें कोट कर रहे हैं तो यही आता है. स्ट्रक्चर, प्रोसेस, स्टेज. स्टेज डज मीन टाइम, बट दैट डजंट मीन यू विल चेंज इट. कहता है तो जो जिसका पॉपुलर सेंटेंस है वो वही रहेगा. अगर आपको ये आया है, सी व्हाट हैपेंस इज इन मैथमेटिक्स इन स्कूल डेज नो टीचर्स मेड इट सिंपल, बट यहाँ तो प्रॉपर कोट है ना. तो उन्होंने कहा 3 फैक्टर है, 1 2 3 फैक्टर्स व्हिच डिसाइड द लैंडफॉर्म. इसको कहा जाता है ट्रायो ऑफ डेविस. डेविस का ट्रायो है ना. स्ट्रक्चर, प्रोसेस, स्टेज से बनता है. अब इसमें आपको टाइम अपना वर्ड डाल दे, वो सिंपलीफाई नहीं करना है. इधर सिंपलीफाई नहीं करना है. लुकिंग फॉर मार्क्स, here we have to specify those things. Is everyone okay with this? चलिए, तो यहाँ तक हो गया. मेरे लिए क्या है जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी, अब उसकी बात करते हैं। 3 वर्ड हैं, जियो, मॉर्फो एंड लॉजी। व्हाट डज जियो मीन? व्हाट डज जियो मीन? अर्थ, interior of earth or exterior of earth? So what difference does it make? Well, geomorphology, earth surface रख लेते हैं, you know, earth surface, because geography is the study of earth surface, remember that. In geology it will become earth's interior, चलेगा, just to differentiate, ठीक है? तो surface, please don't get me wrong, Sachin sir said only surface, I'm putting in bracket, my focus would be that. Is everyone okay? My focus would be that. So I am a geography teacher, but I'm explaining you a scientific concept. So should I behave like a geographer or a scientist? No, so geographer's science. So that's what I'm saying. Geo means earth. Morpho means shape. Again, does that also highlight the surface idea? Earth shape. What is the shape of earth and the exterior? Geomorpho. So जो shape है earth की, I've already told you that earth is, sir आपने बताया था earth is spherical. No. We're looking at the shape of the earth surface. तो इसको मैं expand करता हूँ. Let me expand this. No, इसीलिए बता रहा हूँ मनीष, वो नहीं है. This is not about earth's shape. Geomorphology is about the morphology, the shapes taken by the surface. Do we get that? फिर किसी ने जबरदस्ती लिखा प्रोसेस, मैंने कोई ऐसा वर्ड यूज नहीं किया, शेप ही बताया तो शेप ही है. मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ अ ह्यूमन बॉडी. So do not put words in my mouth, I'm not going to take that. So there will be lowlands, there will be highlands, yes or no? There will be lowlands and there will be highlands. So geomorphology studies them. Geomorphology studies the shape, the morphology, and logy is the study or writing. Logy means the study. Geomorphology, the study of the shape of Earth's surface. That is what we are going to study. Ab, everyone, I can teach you about international relations. Which countries are friendly? Which countries are not friendly? Is it possible or not? Yes, I do not tell you the reason behind it. I do not tell you the reason why the countries are friendly or why they are not friendly. Is my job complete or not? No, sir, your job is not complete. Well, depends. Depends. If the question is going to be multiple choice question, and the question is you have to arrange countries which are friendly and which are this thing, then you don't need explanation. Yes, sir? Number one. Second thing, I'm teaching about friendly countries and enemy countries to a 6th standard student and to a college graduate. To a 6th standard student and to a college graduate. Where will I explain more? So college graduate, you will be explaining more. Do you get the second situation? Number one is what is the scope of the subject given to you? Number two is what level you are operating at. Number three is I am a physical education teacher. मैं क्या teacher हूँ? Physical education. School में होता था physical education, PT teacher. I am a PT teacher. Get that? And I am given the task of explaining international relations because the teacher is absent. उन्होंने बोला Mr. Sachin, you go and explain. तो क्या होगा क्लास में? I am the PT teacher. Remember your PT teacher? मुझे प्लेग्राउंड साफ करवाना था तुमसे, फुटबॉल खेल रहे थे, yes or no? Substitution teacher has come, and poor fellow has to talk on international relation. What will he talk? Probably he'll talk about the football teams, yes or no? He might talk about the cricket match which we had with Sri Lanka. ऐसा कर सकता है कि नहीं? अगर है तो वो कर सकता है, yes or no? Can I say third is the limitation of the teacher itself? Is everyone okay? So geomorphology, study of Earth's surface, can be very simple. Just list down the landforms. Possible? Second, it can be explain the process applying logic. ये भी हो सकता है. And third is precise scientific study of all earth forms and processes. I think all of them are geomorphology. All of them are geomorphology. This one tells where. This one tells how. This one is the full on. Everything you want to know. Not only present, even future बता रहा होता है. True. So which geomorphology are we going to study? Which geomorphology are we going to study? A, B, C. ये भी पता होना चाहिए ना from the very beginning. A, B, and C. Some people are saying all the above. कुछ लोग होते हैं ना options, all the above and all that. So everyone, I want to tell you, just like the PT teacher who doesn't know much, can I say there was an early phase of geomorphology? Early phase of geomorphology when it was not very scientific. पुराना. वहाँ पर क्या होगा? Landforms will be just describing where they are. ये भी बताना पड़ेगा कि नहीं, that in the old times geographers who were not aware of much things, for them geography was, you know, where volcano comes, where earthquake comes. करना पड़ेगा. And do we get questions? Which is the highest mountain range? Which is the longest continuous fold mountain chain? Which is the highest peak? Which is the deepest lake? Yes or no? And how many of you saw that video on Burundi? And how many of you saw Lake Tanganyika, which is the deepest lake, second deepest lake? और वहाँ crocodile भी. Yes. So I'm saying that is where we get the connect with all those things. तो वो भी तो एक study है ना, interesting studies or not? Yes or no? That's just an interesting study. तो geography में वो भी phase रहा है. But then don't you think that geography would be incomplete if you can't explain that? So then geography evolved as a discipline. Will it evolve or not? So it has come here. Is everyone okay? So this is also there. Is everyone okay with A and B? So I would be teaching you A and B also. Okay. Now comes the C part. C part is the latest cutting edge research. And you know what? Who is the scientist of Earth? Geologist. So किसका domain हो जाता है? More of the domain of geology. So there are some villages in India like Burundi. Oh yes, there are, Dolly, but then bless the country. हमारे पास सरकार है, प्रशासन है, आप IAS बनोगे तो उनकी मदद कर पाओगे कि नहीं? बुरुंडी में कोई मदद करने के लिए नहीं. True. So everyone with time, the domain is going towards geology. Get that? Geology starts explaining everything about what is there. तो हम geologists हैं या geographers हैं? जल्दी से बताओ. So I would be teaching you A, I would be teaching you B, and I would be teaching you selective C. चलेगा? Remember advanced level. Advanced में भी तो जाना पड़ेगा. जाएंगे या नहीं? Because this is optional. So very difficult. अच्छा. A teacher wants to impress the students. He is not bothered. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? बस impress करना है कि मुझे बहुत आता है. What should he teach? C. Where should he start teaching? First day C. C से ही मारोगे. पहले तो सबके सब लोग जो है एकदम से लेट जाओ. मास्टर जी आप मिल गए, भगवान आ गए एंड ऑल दैट. कैसा ना? फिर सबको कहां पर ले जाओ? लेक तंगानिका की गहराई में. Go deep into that. And then से देखो किसी और को तो आता ही नहीं है, सिर्फ मुझे आता है. True. So if I believe that I am blessed with some really good teachers who really took me from A to B to C, and when I reached C, they were able to show me how to smartly use C. I did that in climate also. But you will find that in that कई teachers पहले ही दिन जान के C पर बात करेंगे जो आपने कभी नहीं सोचा होगा, और फिर आप कहेंगे अरे यार ये तो बहुत टेक्निकल है. Get that? And then they will say we know it is technical, just mug up our notes. So climatology, did we understand or not? And will we go to C in climatology also? And is it wise to go into C after we are done with A and B? So similar thing I'm going to do for geomorphology. That is my way of teaching. So if you are okay with it, welcome. If you are like नहीं मैं सब आता है, ये सब मैं खुद कर लूँगा. C. कैसे? और वो पता है C वाला क्या करेगा? पहले तो बच्चा चकरा चुका है, and then बच्चा बोलते सर समझ नहीं आ रहा. सुनो, only I know how to teach. You know, most of the teachers are teaching A and B. Only I teach C. So I hope you can understand. Be patient. C will also come. But there are steps. Let us take baby steps and let us do that. Get it? So तीन terms आती हैं, बार-बार आ जाती हैं. Geomorphology, we understand? Geomorphology. And what is geology? Science of Earth's interior. Its rocks, its composition, सब कुछ geology में होगा. Get it? So they are the experts of that. Just like I told you in atmosphere, also meteorologist is the atmosphere. Yes, he is the scientist, meteorologist. We are climatologists. So geologist is the scientist over here. And I also want to tell you that C is not wrong. So if you see, someone teaching C, अरे सचिन sir said C नहीं पढ़ाना. No. I want to tell you the recent trend is geomorphology is slipping out of the hands of geography. It is going towards C. We will be looking at that also. Do we get that? So that is my request. Please understand what is it. When I say development of regional geography, can you see regional geography is where? Can you see practical application is what? Current issues. कल मैं बच्चों को पढ़ाया था flood management, GS class. That is practical application of geomorphology. Building roads in hilly areas, practical application of geomorphology. Do we get that? वो सारी चीजें. A city is getting flooded every time. So उसकी slope बनानी. Remember, atmosphere has to be looked at and slope has to be looked at. That is applied geomorphology. Soil is getting eroded. How do we control the soil erosion? Applied geomorphology. Techniques of that. River shifting. How do we control it? Applied geomorphology. Who will know this? The geologist will know this. Can we take themes from him? That's what we are talking about. Now they are going into quantification and experimentation. हर जगह पे experiment कर रहे हैं, hydrodynamics and all that. उससे पहले हमें basic तो पता होना चाहिए. What is a river? How does it flow? So do we understand the meaning and scope? The scope is widening. The scope is moving towards scientific, and the scope has a lot of practical utility today. ये मैं पहले ही बता देना चाहता हूँ at the start of the class that you are clear what your teacher's understanding of the syllabus is and what is the approach your teacher is going to take on this. Get it? And I want you to memorize certain things today. आज memorize भी करना है, class में करवाऊंगा. I will be doing something today in the class. Everyone, this term was used in Europe. So पहले क्या होता था? As I told you, things have evolved over a period of time. The term है physiography. So in 1950s in Europe, the word geomorphology was not there. तब क्या use करते थे? Physiography. So if you get a word physiography of a region, can you take it as synonymous as geomorphology of a region? ठीक है, पुराना word है physiography. The scientific study of origin of landforms based on the cause and effect is geomorphology. So can I say geomorphology is also going into scientific? पहले initially क्या था? List down क्या कहते हैं? Descriptive. इसलिए word was physiology. Physiology was the time when it was not very scientific. It was what? Descriptive. It used to tell where is the landform. But now we have turned it into geomorphology, which is a scientific study which also applies logic, tells us cause and effect. And geomorphology is closer to geology. Is everyone okay? The geomorphology chapter is going towards geology. And since this has come, let me tell you about an interesting thing. There are many geography optional students who write the examination for Indian Forest Service also. If you have a science background, if you have a graduation in science subjects, you can take Forest Services examination and they opt geology as an optional. So when they opt geology as an optional, they find that geomorphology has a serious overlap with that optional. So अच्छा geomorphology अगर आप करते हैं तो it helps you there in geology also. So they are similar. बहुत सारी चीजें उनके साथ काम करता है. Another option which they take, because they're supposed to take 2 subjects, they take forestry. So geology and forestry are 2 popular optionals amongst the students of geography applying for Indian Forest Services. Forestry helps them get more marks in environment and ecology. Is everyone okay? Wildlife, plants, biodiversity. Khushi is saying, is geography not an option? So Khushi, geography is not considered a pure science. Abhi bataya na, geology is a pure science. So Indian Forest Services, the optional subjects have to be pure science. They can be life sciences, they can be physical sciences. So that is why geography is not there as a subject. You can opt for geology, you can opt for forestry. Some people also opt for agriculture. So 3 optional आपके पास होंगे to choose from. Geography will not there, but because of geography, you will find that they become easy to cover. Is everyone okay with the meaning of geomorphology? I've given 5-7 minutes to understand that, and I've also brought you into the scope of it. Okay. And did we get that in our on our Telegram channel? So people who don't know who are new, Telegram channel क्या है वो भी बता देता हूँ. Sachin Sir Official. तो कल किसी ने पूछा था सचिन सर मुझे आपसे पर्सनली बात करनी है, क्या करें? तो किसी ने कहा यार इसका जो एडमिन है उसको मैसेज भेज दीजिए, वो पर्सनल सचिन सर के पास पहुंच जाएगा. So admin of the group, you can send them the message directly. कुछ को आंसर भेजना होता है वो भेज देते हैं, but send it serious attempts. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So somebody sent me a message, sir, I was your student long ago. There is a problem with my family. They are not supporting my education, and I have left the family. और मैं इधर आ गया हूँ और मेरे पास 9,000 rupees per month होता है, but my budget is 12,000 rupees per month. Sir, please help me. How can I manage? Now we're talking about this in March. This is not the time to be so distracted. I said, talk to the family. If the family is not on your side, big problems or not? True or not? Abhi you are so divided and all those things and everything will be there. You will waste your attempt also. Your results will not come. The family will further put pressure on you. You promise them, you see, it is easy to talk to a teacher because teacher is a stranger. Yes, you have faith in the teacher, no doubt about that. Teacher is supposed to give you advice. But the people who are significant in your life, abhi yahan group pe aap log badi baat kar loge. But when we are talking to people who are significant in our life, they will make a huge difference, no? So if you can give the same conviction that my teacher is trying his level best, I am giving my level best, that 1 year, please give it to us. We will clear this examination. That I promise. And if it doesn't happen, then you can see, whatever you are suggesting, I will seriously consider it. And imagine in the very first attempt, your prelims is done. Will your father be happy? Yes, I did this thing. Then also educate your father that it is not easy exam. So this is there. So ये सारी चीजें हैं, these are the resources. Your family will stand with you. इधर क्या family से fight हो रही है सर मेरी? मैं घर छोड़कर आ गया हूँ. True. A student wrote to me 2 years ago, sir, is it possible to clear examination in 50 days? So I said, yes, it is possible. Okay, sir, please tell me what to do. मैंने शर्त लगा ली है. I've taken a bet. अबे, you took some drugs. How do I know? भाई, तुमने पी के किसी को कुछ बोल दिया, गाड़ी भाई चलाएगा आज, तो कोई रोक सकता है? Well, I have taken a bet. You said 50 days. Now you take over. मैं बोला क्या? Did I do that? I don't even know what is your level of preparation. You said, is it possible in 50 days? I have done it, so people can do that. Prelims की बात कर रहा था तो मैंने कहा prelims तो बिल्कुल हो सकता है यार. ठीक है सर, मैंने bet लगा दिया, अब आ रहा हूँ मैं आपके पास. मत आ. पता नहीं क्या नशे में पूछा था, इसलिए भी आंसर देने से पहले you have to think. Do we get that? So this is what I am saying about the meaning and scope. अच्छा, एक चीज मैं आप सबसे बात करना चाहता हूँ. Let us go to the topics one by one. So why is the Earth's surface not like this? Why is it like this? Why isn't every human being like this? Why are they like this? Quickly. So there are multiple factors. Human beings have evolved a period of time. So हमारे genes अलग हैं. Genetic reasons. Genes is something inside us. Yes. ये भी तो हो सकता है कि तुमको जो है ऐसा डिप्रेशन में तुम कभी बढ़ ही नहीं पाए, तुम्हारी हाइट ही नहीं बढ़ पाई. You were born with good genes, but malnutrition, stunted growth. Have you heard of that? Wasting. बुरुंडी में पैदा हो गए तो पॉसिबल है ना, इतना ही रह गया, पॉसिबल. So can I say it is not just genetic, it is not just your nature, but also your nurture, the country you were born in, geographical location. Does it make a difference or not? Thank you. You were all logical. There are certain things which are operating inside the earth. There are certain things which are operating from outside the earth at any given point in time. At any given point in time, the surface of earth is an interplay of two forces. What forces? अंदर से जो आ रही है उनको एंडोजेनेटिक, बाहर से जो आ रही है उनको एक्सोजेनेटिक. Is everyone okay? So do you understand what is geomorphology? Geomorphology is first identify the difference. First, identify the differences. Second, explain them. Third, did this explanation have any practical use? To use it. Job done. That's geomorphology for me. Is everyone okay? Earth's surface, it's the study of Earth's surface. Earth's surface is not same. It is different, just like we human beings or plants or animals. You please tell me what are the differences. Then you please tell me why those differences are there and finish. Do we get that? Achha. So it's very easy. This is very, very easy. True. Now tell me one thing. This is taught in NCERT. So a standard 10th student is explaining geomorphology and a PhD in geography is explaining geomorphology. Will their level of explanation be same? No. So this fellow is more exposed. He has more knowledge. He has got more ideas in this, so he can explain better. Can I say scientists have also gone from this stage? Standard 10 to PhD. In fact, standard 10 से और भी पहले, standard 10 से और भी पहले, you are just an adolescent. Yes or no? So one day my son, he was in 4th standard. He says, Dad, do you know how cyclone comes? Yeah, 4th standard cyclone बता रहा है. I said, no, I don't know. Tell me. Nothing. Everything starts rotating, goal, and everything turns dark. That is cyclone. Perfect. Is he wrong? No, he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. But that's the beginning. He doesn't know anything about it. So what is he doing? He's just telling me the difference. He's just describing what he has been told about it. True or not? Yes. He comes to me, Dad, do you know what is black hole? I said, no, I don't know. Remember, you people study that first chapter about space and all that. I said, I don't know. Dad, if you go there, it will suck you. That is black hole. Finish. Perfect. That's good. For a 4th standard fellow, that's fine. But for a graduate, something else is needed or not. So can I say that geographers were also adolescents? Geographers were also adolescents. So whenever they were running short of explanation, what would they say? भगवान ने बनाया. Who created? Who created Mount Meru? Meru सुना है आपने? मेरू पर्वत. सुना तो ऐसा ज़्यादा नहीं पता. Meru पर्वत. Who created it? Meru पर्वत is actually. Have you heard of Pamir Knot? Pamir Knot is Meru. And Meru ये कहा जाता था. Meru cannot be crossed. It is that high. So I'm telling you about Indian mythology. Meru is that high कि आप उसे cross नहीं कर सकते. And that is true even today. Pamir Knot is very difficult to cross because it is surrounded by mountains. कैसे cross करोगे तो big challenge. Do we understand? तो उसमें Mount Meru कर दिया. फिर उसमें क्या करेगा? उसको कौन cross कर सकता है? ब्रह्मा जी can cross. Yes or no? Gods can cross. कर सकते कि नहीं कर सकते? आप नहीं कर सकते, but भगवान तो कर सकता है. So those were the explanations which were given. Do we get that? So river Ganga, such a mighty long river, सब जगह पानी and the whole civilization is there. Where did it come? It came from Swarg, came from heaven, came down to earth. Mythology. That's also geography. वो भी तो geography है या नहीं? And I'm not talking about India. I'm saying India, China, Europe, everywhere. This was happening and there was geography like this. Volcano. What is volcano? The god of hell. The god of hell. Vulcan को जब गुस्सा आता है तो volcano आता है. And this is reality. This is not coming from India. Western philosophy नाम volcano ऐसे ही दिया. Vulcan से दे दिया नहीं दे दिया. So what I'm trying to say here is that even till today, when you people watch series like Avengers, yes, are you interested, excited? Does that capture our popular imagination or not? So people who don't know, sir, मैं एकदम देशभक्त हूँ, सर मैं Avengers नहीं देखता, तो ठीक है, शक्तिमान देखा होगा. तो देसी होते हैं सर, मैं तो देसी लिया, मैंने जॉनी वॉकर कभी देखा ही नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. आपने जॉनी लीवर देखा है, that's okay. ठीक है. So that's what we are talking about. That initially when we are talking about description of the things were not very scientific. They were just saying that they are different. They are different. Why? Because सूखा क्यों पड़ता है? Even till today, we live in that world. We live in that world. 2 floods came in Kerala, and some people said, see, people in Kerala eat beef. That is the punishment for them. Now that is some people are saying that. Right or wrong, I don't know. But does it go in our belief system or not? Do such things attract us or not? Why? Because that goes in our collective conscious. ये सही है, ये गलत. This is right, this is wrong. Say for example, I give you an example of river Chambal. For very long, it was believed that the ruler of Chambal had sacrificed many cows, killing many cows in the water of Chambal, and that is why that river was not considered auspicious. So that's a true idea which appeals to us very, very naturally. Do we get that or not? We're talking about like Ram Setu. Ram Setu connecting Sri Lanka and India, that there should be no passage going through that. Yes or no? तो राम सेतु जो हम बात करते हैं तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए, क्यों? Because that will destroy the bridge which was created by Lord Ram and उनकी सेना, वानर सेना ने जो बनाया था वहां पर. तो ये सारी चीजें हैं. Right, wrong, I am not questioning them. Can I say they are a part, they were a phase of explanation or not? True or not? अब हिस्ट्री को कैसे एक्सप्लेन करना है, that is depends on historians, and I have zero trust on history, because for me history is nothing but a myth agreed upon. हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है जो हिस्ट्री उन्हें आती है वही हिस्ट्री है. वेल, सम पीपल अग्रीड ऑन दैट, दैट इज व्हाई दैट इज द हिस्ट्री. यू सी सम पीपल आर चैलेंजिंग दैट दीस डेज. आर दे करेक्ट? आर दे करेक्ट? नहीं, तुमने बहुत घटिया वाली हिस्ट्री रखी, अब हम लेकर आएंगे हमारी वाली हिस्ट्री. ट्रू और नॉट? एंड वी लिव इन एन एज ऑफ समथिंग कॉल्ड एज पोस्ट ट्रूथ. पहले होता था सच, सच बोल दिया तो दैट्स इट. अब पोस्ट ट्रूथ भी है. सच भी कितना सच है, सच के बाद भी इंटरप्रिटेशन होते हैं. Congratulations, your optional is geography. No proliferation of interpretations. Proliferation of interpretations. Yes or no? कश्मीर फाइल्स सीधा लगे हुए. हिस्ट्री सही थी, गलत थी. उनकी सही थी, हमारी गलत थी. हमारी सही थी, उनकी गलत थी. It will continue. Trust me, India is a peninsula, वो रहेगा. Himalaya was created out of the continental collision. उसी से बना है, उसमें चेंज नहीं हो सकता. No debate here. Debate हो सकता है. Fun debate can be that from Himalayas. लॉर्ड हनुमान टू संजीवनी बूटी के लिए पूरा का पूरा पर्वत लेके चले गए थे कि नहीं? यस, सो देयर इज अ गैप देयर. पॉसिबल. तो सारी चीजें जहां कनेक्ट करना कर सकते हैं आप. बट आई एम अगेन सेइंग, वेयर इज जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी गोइंग टुडे? Geomorphology is entering the realm of geology. Sir, we have facts that have logic in geography, sir. See, Prashant, when I am saying logic, I am not questioning the mythology. I am saying mythology has a way of saying things. Mythology has a way of saying things. There might be underlying messages in that. But will that be like that? I have my doubts on that. Do we get that or not? तो मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ. बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि इंडिया जो है बहुत एडवांस था साइंस में. Even in the ancient times, India was a highly advanced country in science. Yes, I agree. But do you know that science put into action is technology? Can I say India was always advanced in science, but West was able to sell this more? True or not? We have ancient Vedic wisdom on Ayurvedic medicines, but it was the West which was able to take those medicines, take those extracts, turn into a drug and get a patent. Yes or no? So if I go and fight with them, no, I had aeroplane before you, I had missile before you. Now they're saying Brahmastra. Remember, Brahmastra was missile. अरे ब्रह्मोस तुम्हारा बिना बटन दबाए चल जा रहा है, तुम ब्रह्मास्त्र की बात करो. I can't stop you. Yes or no? But the fact is that India was there very much. The Vedic science is a high order science. Astronomy, भूगोल, खगोल, that is, we had, मैं तो बोलूँ Egyptians के पास भी थी. The ancient civilizations, ancient repository of knowledge, they had a lot of knowledge. But were they able to convert into technology? Now tell me a simple example I'm trying to tell you. Have you come across many meritorious students in your life, meritorious friends in life who did not do great in life? Great in exam, life बताओ. You know he's more intelligent, but उसके marks नहीं आते. Does that make that person fool? Does that make that person a fool? No, simple. So there are many students, I teach many students who are very, very meritorious. Prelims नहीं पास होता उनसे. Means जब मिल जाएगा तो तोड़ देंगे. Prelims से पास नहीं हो रहा. And I know them very, very clear. जैसे ही मौका मिला, 5 attempts PT fail, and in the last attempt, the day they cleared PT, they were in the top 20, 25, 30 ranks. True or not? So I'm saying Indian knowledge, Indian wisdom was of the highest order. But did we convert into technology? सर यही तो दिक्कत हुई. अब यही बदलना है हमको. अब यही बदलना है सर. अब हम कुछ भी हो सर, कोरोनिल बेचेंगे. अबे यार, ये नहीं करना. I understand that we had advanced science, and let us go into the technology. That doesn't mean coronal with the claim इससे सब ठीक हो जाए. मोदी जी ने 6 घंटे के लिए यूक्रेन और रशिया में वॉर रुकवा दिया. For 6 hours, no war was happening. Ministry of External Affairs says, भाई हमें नहीं पता. Who told you? This is just media's this thing. But बोल देगा हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी है. Remember, there is a chip in the 2000 rupee note. अब ये वाला अगर करेंगे, so then that is a very, very big danger. Then we are belittling the history of India. Then we are belittling the wisdom of India. Then we are making fun for ourselves. Yes, just in. पहले भी हम थे, आज भी हम हैं. ये जड़ी बूटी खा, कौन सी खिलाई थी, क्या क्या नहीं खिला दिया यार कोविड में लोगों ने. वो कोरोना को जोर से बोलो, हवन करके उड़ाया हमने कोरोना को. Yes or no? Did we do that or not? But that is where question marks will come. Not on this. This is तो सीना ठोक कर इंडिया टॉप भाई, बी वेरी प्राउड ऑफ इट. बट दीज पीपल हर चीज को वहां चिप लगा दिया, यहाँ गौमूत्र से कर दिया, यहाँ उससे कर दिया. देन इट्स द रॉन्ग. गिलोय खा के लोगों के क्या क्या ऑर्गन खराब हो गए. यस, सो गिलोय इज अ मेडिसिन, इट शुड बी टेकन लाइक मेडिसिन. Yes or no? सुबह उठ रहा गिलोय खा रहा है, दोपहर में ऐसे पढ़ते पढ़ते बेटा एनसीईआरटी हो गया तो गिलोय खा लो, कोरोना नहीं होगा, गिलोय खा रहा है, गिलोय गिलोय। एंड हाउ इज इट? गिलोय यू कैन ग्रो इट इन योर गार्डन, ये लो गिलोय, आपस में गिफ्ट करें, गिलोय गिफ्ट, गिलोय गिफ्ट, सब दे लगाए गिलोय, सब दातुन की तरह गिलोय खा रहा है। that clearly shows that Indian science is not going into technology. That is a sad thing. Please understand. Let's be proud of that, and let's have proper conversion of our ancient scientific traditions into modern technology. That is what is needed. So where were we? We were talking about geomorphology. So geomorphology has had this आज तक phase also, जहाँ news reporter को सब कुछ पता होता है. He knows more than Putin and Zelensky. Get that? In fact, Putin and Zelensky call them before taking action. तो ऐसे भी हमारे जोग्राफर्स हुए, ठीक है, जैसे मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. एवरीवन, सो लेट्स टेक एन एप्पल. वैसे तो एप्पल ऐसा नहीं होता है, बट दिस इज एन एप्पल दैट आई हैव, ठीक है. नाउ कीप इट इधर से कर देते हैं इसका, कीप इट इन अ रूम फॉर 3 months. 3 months उसको खाना नहीं है, रखा हुआ है. गेट दैट? Not in a very warm area, in a cool area, cool temperate latitude. What will happen? अंदर से सड़ नहीं रहा, bacterial activity is not happening. Let's keep it in fridge also. चलेगा. 3 months तक फ्रिज में पड़े. What will happen? आपके घर में वो आता है, कुकुम्बर, खीरा आता है. कई बार you don't like salad. I've seen, many in my house also it happens. खीरा आया, बहुत दिन से किसी ने खाया नहीं, फ्रिज में पड़े. वो क्या हो जाता है? Does it get wrinkled or not? So what will happen? ये wrinkle हो जाएगा. Will it get wrinkled or not? It will shrink also. So how would the apple look like? ऐसे wrinkles हो गए apple. True or not? Am I joking or really? Does it happen to your vegetables also? Does it happen to your fruits also? So there's a theory which says that Earth was like this when it originated, and it was a molten ball. But when it cooled, so Earth पर क्या आ गए? Wrinkles. Earth developed wrinkles like a fruit, and these wrinkles all along the surface of Earth are the mountain ranges. Make sense? किसी भी चीज से explain करना है, just like a kid. So how were mountain ranges created? They were created because of the cooling and contraction of Earth. Well, I would say again, in principle, in science, this idea is correct. But how did it actually manifest in technology? For that, we need to know geology and its processes. Is everyone okay with this? Are you with me on this? चलिए, एक interesting चीज बताता हूँ आपको, and then we will go into something important. तो Earth surface or landforms, how were they created? So they were like Mount Everest. Who would have created it? The highest mountain peak, yes or no? Mount Everest. और द अफ्रीकन रिफ्ट वैली. ये कैसे बनी होगी यार? नो आइडिया एट ऑल. हमें पता ही नहीं कैसे बनती है. तो इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स टू एक्सप्लेन दैट. सो हमें तो ये पता है, हमारे यहाँ पर एक माउंट मेरू था. देयर वाज अ ह्यूज माउंटेन कॉल्ड माउंट मेरू. उस पर हमने सांप को लपेट दिया. व्हाट वाज द नेम ऑफ द स्नेक? वासुकी, ऐसा था. और फिर हमने क्या किया? सागर मंथन किया. हर्ड ऑफ दैट? वी टुक अ माउंटेन. अमेजिंग. वी टुक अ माउंटेन and the snake, and रस्सी नहीं थी अपने पास, snake था, and then we churned the oceans. Have you heard of churning the ocean? True. And what came out? Everything came out of it, and poison came out of it. We says wish आया उसमें, वो भगवान शिव ने ले लिया. Yes. And then came अमृत, the nectar, that also came. सुना आपने सबने कहानी सुनी? My question is, where did we get the mountain? वो उठा के कौन लाया? Yes. Second is, rope is okay. Rope was not there. How did you get such a big snake? A poor snake. It is cruelty against animal. पकड़ के भाई उससे माउंटेन को खींच मारा. So you don't know divine snake, you are making fun. No, I'm just saying, like that's what we are talking about. रस्सी ले सकते, ठीक है. अच्छा, रिफ्ट वैली कैसे हुआ? So Lord Ram has come back. भगवान राम अयोध्या आ गए. And some people are doubting माँ सीता, that she stayed with Ravan. How can the king stay with a wife who was not with him? तो ये गलत बात है. So what happens? भगवान राम says, okay, माँ सीता, because people are not happy, we will not live together. So माँ सीता leaves. So then she has 2 kids also. You heard of Love and Kush? Then again, like Lord Ram meets, and वो क्या कहते हैं? अग्नि परीक्षा. Heard of अग्नि परीक्षा? Fire test. Sir, what are we talking about geomorphology? And you're talking about Agni Pariksha? No. Ma Sita felt insulted. She did that Agni Pariksha, and then she said, I'm going back to Earth because I'm the daughter of Earth. Hey धरती माँ फट जाओ, मैं आप में समाना चाहती हूँ. What happened? Rift Valley was created. अब बताओ, did we have clarity on Rift Valley much before geologists had? This is Rift Valley. No teacher teaches this. I'm also not teaching this. I am to just saying that when we don't have scientific explanations, lack of scientific explanation may, do we take mythological reasons also आप मुझे बताइए कि रिफ्टिंग हुआ या नहीं? इज इट रॉन्ग व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? द क्रैक ऑफ अर्थ, वाज इट रॉन्ग? एंड व्हाट इज दिस माउंटेन? आरंट यू पिकिंग अप अ माउंटेन एंड मूविंग इट? तो आप क्या करेंगे? ये सब all landforms are divine creation. Who created it? God created it. So there was a phase that we believed in this divine creation. And imagine Himalaya is too big to be created. Can human being create? Nothing can create. So we believe that the God, जब भगवान बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं आपसे. Remember Indians, we look at the sky and we sing song. Yes, Allah make day. Yes or no? And then what happens? Allah make day देते हैं. True or not? Do we get rain or not? Have you heard of those popular songs? So what we are looking at is earth and landforms have been created by sudden supernatural processes. True or not? अब एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ. सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देना चाहते हैं. देयर इज अ चाइल्ड, यंग चाइल्ड, ठीक है, अभी स्कूल में जा रहा है, सेकंड क्लास में. कम से नास मम्मा पापा हाउ वाज आई बॉर्न? क्या बताऊं कैसे पैदा हुआ? पूर्वी ने का परी लेकर आई थी. यस, एंजल ब्रॉट इट. भगवान ने भेजा बेटा. हम लोग ऐसे रो रहे थे, वी वर ऑल अलोन, फिर तू आ गया, थैंक यू. एंड रिमेंबर कार्टून मूवी में क्या दिखाते द स्टोक. रिमेंबर स्टोक? सारस लेकर आता है, बच्चों को डिलीवर करता है. ट्रू? यही बताना पड़ेगा कि नहीं? अब उसको मैं सीधा बैठ. You are in second standard, but actually there is a chapter called reproduction. So there are, male sexual organs, female sexual organs. Yes, there are sperms and there are eggs, and then fusion happens. Which one is easy to understand? God. Yes or no? So how did it happen? कैसे पैदा हुआ था? अचानक तो हमें मिल गया यार. ऐसे ही मिला था. हाँ बिल्कुल ऐसे. Was I crying when I met you? No, you saw us, you started laughing. True or not? So this was the understanding of geomorphology to begin with. Scientific or not scientific? Non-scientific. Then how did it change? How did it change? It changed with more understanding with time, more understanding, more scientific development. And one very, very important concept, which is considered a landmark in understanding, is called uniformitarianism. Uniformitarianism. What is uniformitarianism? This is opposite to catastrophism. So what is catastrophism? अभी बताया ना, sudden natural events. ये क्या होते हैं? Catastrophism. So the original philosophy of studying of Earth's landforms was based on the idea of catastrophism. James Hutton gave the concept of uniformitarianism. Yes, he says, present is the key to the past. He says catastrophism is wrong. Catastrophism is wrong, and he proposed gradualism. You might be worried that ये क्या आ गया, words, नए words आ गए. वो सिर्फ ये कह रहा है कि since time immemorial, same processes have been acting to create landforms. Same processes have been acting to create landforms, modifying Earth's surface gradually. कैसे modify कर रहे हैं? Sudden नहीं है, no catastrophism. How is it getting modified? Gradually. Do you understand gradualism, everyone? Are you with me? Gradualism समझ में आ गया? इतनी सी बात है. So I taught you so many things. I've been talking about that. But अगर हमारे पास ये words नहीं है, yes, they ask us a short note on present is the key to past. Now you can keep on talking about anything, but do you see that there's a context for uniformitarianism? उससे पहले हमें लगता था कि we don't know what happened in the past. See, Earth had originated 4.6 billion years ago. You and I cannot go over there, so we don't know what happened. जब हमें पता ही नहीं क्या हुआ, how can we explain that the Aravallis which were formed 1 billion year ago, we were not there? कैसे बने होंगे? So somebody says वो catastrophic भगवान ने कर दिया. Yes or no? But what we are trying to say here is that all study will be meaningless if we don't accept gradualism and uniformitarianism. The process that a river will cut the mountain, the process that every river flows because of potential energy down to the oceans, if that was not applying in the past, instead of flowing down, the rivers were going up. Now that is a very ridiculous thing. So I would say uniformitarianism says that the laws which are prevalent today, they were applying in the past also. The processes that we see today, they were applying in the past also. And as a result, the outcomes, the state of surface of Earth, whatever outcomes were happening at that time, they are happening today also. So if you see a V-shaped valley today, so V-shaped valley पहले भी उसी process से बन रही थी. Is everyone okay with this important term called uniformitarianism? Okay. So this is one thing which I want you to talk about. Second is, I've already shared the NCERT with you. Let me share आज की file. So this is a file which is which will be put in the update section, everyone. And let us continue with our file. This is the introduction to geomorphology file. So this is my mistake. The same one loaded. Just a minute. Let me check. Okay, handout. So today's handout is this. So this is the syllabus. I've already discussed this with you, everyone, with me on this. Now these are the PYQs, everyone. So many people ask me, sir, where to get the PYQs? बच्चे यहाँ पर है, topic wise, sub topic wise. In the very first class, you will get that. So यहाँ से ले लेना है, ये रहेगा आपके पास. Continental drift पे क्या है? Origin and structure of Earth. 2013 impact of Pleistocene ice ages on the crust of Earth. You don't even know what is it. Mountain building, landform, gradational process, volcanism, all those things. What are Earth movements? All those things are there. So I have put a collection of the previous year's questions also. You can try on your own. Year wise भी डाला हुआ है, topic wise भी डाला हुआ है. Do we get that? So people run from pillar to post कहाँ मिलेगा? Class में मिल जाता है. In your first lectures, you should see that. Now we're talking about this today. Let us talk about basic concept. Everyone okay with topography? What is topography? अभी कुछ dictionary work है. I've asked you to everyone to buy a dictionary of geography. तो फिर भी यहाँ पे dictionary वाला काम हमने यहाँ पे कर दिया. The surface of Earth, the surface features of Earth, the relief, the terrain, the vegetation, that is called topography. What is landform? A landform is an individual topographic feature. So a mountain peak is a landform. Get that? A plateau is a landform. And what is topography? A collection of many mountains, collection of surface features is the topography. Is everyone okay? A sand dune is a landform. Peninsula is a landform. Uniformitarianism. Fundamental to understanding topographic development is familiarity with the doctrine called uniformitarianism. Is everyone okay with uniformitarianism? फिर से बता रहा हूँ. Important line है क्या? Are you jotting something also? Present is the key to the past. This means the processes that form the topography of the past are the same as this one. इसका opposite क्या होता है? Cataclysm or catastrophism. Get it? The process involved are not temporary, and there are only a few exceptions. अब ये exception वाला important है. Everyone. Can catastrophic things not happen at all? If I am saying that everything has happened gradually, can catastrophic thing cannot happen at all? So can I say earthquake is also a process, but is it a sudden process or not? Volcano, जो अभी Pacific Island में हुआ, yes or no? Sudden process or not? Tonga Island में हो गया, that is there. So sudden processes will be there, but what are they? These are only a few exceptions. These are only a few exceptions. But broadly, whatever has been created, whatever Earth's surface has been turned into, it is a result of this. Is everyone with me? समझ में आ गया सबको? अच्छा, उसके बाद जियोलॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर. ये स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है? What is the structure? तो इसमें मैं पहले आपको यहाँ पर लाना चाहता हूँ Davysian idea, and then we will start with those things. A Davysian idea, a point in which a landform has evolved during the cycle of erosion and different processes are there. So मैं कुछ terms आपको देना चाहता हूँ. What is today's class about? We are trying to understand what is geomorphology, what is the nature of the subject. We are trying to understand the basic vocabulary of it. That is the intention of this. I want all of you not to see this class as, you know, like something अच्छा ठीक है, topic तो कल से शुरू हुआ. These words will be used at many places. Your understanding of uniformitarianism will make a huge difference. The use of these terms will give power to your answers. Is everyone okay with that? Chili. First thing which I want to talk to all of you is, so do we understand what is landform? Landform is the individual unit. A sand dune is a landform, a mountain, a plateau is a landform. Can I say geomorphology is the study of landforms? कैसे? तो स्टडी करना था तो कैसे करें? कैसे करें? So there were people who were trying endogenetic, exogenetic, and all that. And here, an American geographer, William Morris Davis, he's a geomorphologist. He's a geomorphologist, an American geomorphologist. He is studying landforms, and he says all landforms are a function of, are an outcome of structure, process, stage. Okay. अब इससे I am going to give you certain technical things from here. So are you a function of your genetics? Yes or no? Your height, your weight, your metabolism, your eye color, your hair, everything, is it impacted by your genetics? So structure is what are the rocks made up of? Lithology. Yes or no? Get it? So I want to tell you that if there is a rock which is made up of sedimentary rocks, sedimentary rock, say bana ek mountain, and other one is made up of igneous rocks, which one will resist more? Which one will resist erosion more? So some people said sedimentary is wrong, igneous is the answer. Igneous is the type of rock. Lithology is your type of rock. आपका genetics. So sedimentary rocks are easy to erode. They are softer. They are broken down sediments which are what? Consolidated. Igneous is volcanic, which is solidified. So that's a big challenge. Is everyone okay? अच्छा, लिथोलॉजी के बाद रॉक्स जो है अरेंज भी होते हैं. अरेंजमेंट ऑफ रॉक्स. So have you heard of fold, fault, cracks, fissures? Yes, sir. So there is a rock 1 and there is a rock 2. In this, the minerals are arranged in layers, and in this, minerals are just attached to each other. There are no cracks. If water is falling on it, it is trying to break it. Yes or no? Where will the water act? It will act on the surface. But here, the water will act on the surface as well as these joints. Yes or no? अंदर घुसेगा या नहीं घुसेगा? Will the erosion be different or not? Will the erosion of 1 and 2 be different or not? True. So arrangement of rocks. Sometimes folded rocks are there. Sometimes too much of folding. Remember Himalayas, compressional folds. These are simple folds, and if you read G.C. Leong, यहाँ आपने देखा overthrust fold, overthrust, too much of folding. Yes, faults में क्या है? There are fault lines. There are already zones of weakness. Will the mountain just crack wherever or not? To structure. Is everyone okay? Structure controls the landform. Structure controls the landform. Is everyone okay? Second is the process. The process is you have genes, but you live in a society. Okay? You live in a cosmopolitan society. Yes. You live in a secular country. Okay? No, you live in a theological state. Only one religion is allowed. Will your upbringing be impacted or not? Yes. You live in India, you live in Burundi. India is a developing country, but gives you a lot of opportunity to grow in a healthy manner. Burundi is also developing, but it is least developed. Big problem. Can I say processes will make a difference? What are the processes? We can't write Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi over there, but we'll say processes are generally related to water. Water वाली कौन सी होती है? Fluvial process. Fluvial process are what? Remember, rain falls, rainwater comes, so all that water comes, and then it percolates, cause that. Can I say through channelized water flow like rivers? In the coastal area, waves. Even in the deeper areas, can I say groundwater? Will they have processes or not? Rainwater, river, waves, groundwater, will they cut through or not? Challenge. ये बताइए जीसी लियोंग का कौन सा चैप्टर इस पर बेस्ड है? जीसी लियोंग चैप्टर नंबर जल्दी से बताइए. Fluvial processes. 5, 6, 7. Chapter number 5. Okay. उसके बाद एवोलियन. What are एवोलियन? Wind. Which chapter? Chapter 6. 6 है 7 है? आपके पास जिसलिए खुला हो उसे देख के बताना है कंटेंट पेज से. कंटेंट पेज से 6 और 7. ऐसे गेस नहीं करना. 6 इज ग्लेशियर तो 7. ठीक है. आइस डेफिनेटली ग्लेशियल एंड इवन पेरीग्लेशियल. अभी उन्होंने क्वेश्चन किया 2021 में पेरीग्लेशियल, बट अभी जीसी लियोंग में ग्लेशियल ही दिया हुआ है. और कोस्टल कहां पर है? चैप्टर 9 में. कोस्टल वेव्स वाला चैप्टर 10. So everyone, there are students who are reading Savindra Singh. There are students who are reading higher books and they don't read these chapters, and a question came, what is basket of egg topography? And many people, basket of egg topography. So the topography looks like eggs in a basket, tray of eggs. वो कहां पर होता है? People said out of course आ गया. How did it come? वो कहां पर है? ग्लेशियल के चैप्टर में दिया हुआ है. Basket of egg. So this is the time to all students who have come to my course to introduce something called as the diagram book. You're going to make a diagram book. Again, as I told you, just like a map book. Remember, एक map book याद है? या नहीं किया इस बैच में भी? map book नहीं किया होगा. Fluvial landforms. यहाँ पर लिस्ट देना 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. और यहाँ पर क्या करने? Detailed, simplified diagrams. Sources: G.C. Leong plus NCERT. Not Savindra Singh. Savindra Singh में डायग्राम बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, अननेसेसरली बड़ा है, एग्जाम में बनता नहीं. एग्जाम में यू वोंट बी एबल टू ड्रॉ इट. तो अभी से बना लेना. फ्लूवियल लैंडफॉर्म बन जाएगा. When the fluvial landform sheet is done, then what do we go? Aeolian landform. So remember, when the GS students ask me, I tell them ये जगह छोड़ दो यार, आपको कोई टेंशन नहीं लेनी. You can leave this. Because only an officer student must make this, and when you make them, draw with your own hands, would you remember the terms also? Aeolian हो जाएगा तो next क्या बनेगा? 5 का पेयर, coastal landforms. And I want you to check previous year questions में. Previous year questions में उन्होंने landform पे question पूछा. Direct questions. Direct questions have been asked on landforms. Describe the basket of egg topography. बहुत पुराना नहीं बता रहा हूँ अभी. 2016. Present day landforms bear more complexity than simplicity. 2015. आज जो landforms are, they are very complex than simple ones. Why? Because multiple processes have acted on them. Yes or no? Essential conditions for the development of karst topography. What is karst? What is karst? लाइमस्टोन. तो हमारे पास लाइमस्टोन वाला चैप्टर बताओ कौन सा चैप्टर है लाइमस्टोन वाला. इसीलिए में लाइमस्टोन का चैप्टर कौन सा है? चैप्टर 8. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. ठीक है. आज क्या है? टुडे इज वेडनेसडे. कहते वेडनेसडे एंड थर्सडे कैन वी फिनिश फ्लूवियल. यू कैन सेंड योर पोस्ट टू मी डायरेक्टली, मुझे भेज देना. We will take the name of the landform, we will draw the diagram, that should be with us. ठीक है. Friday, Saturday because we have class उसमें. yes. और Sunday भी ले लो, होली भी आ रही ना. True. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. इसमें I want everyone to do Ebolian plus karst. कर लेंगे. So have I given you the homework, specific homework? Wednesday, Thursday, if you have doubts, you can ask me in the class. I will share samples also. आपके बैच के भी, previous बैच के भी students who are doing that, they are maintaining their diagram book. And I want to tell you, there are so many students who come before the mains to me. So diagram कोई आता नहीं सर, कोई से बता दो, कहीं से आपके पास compilation हो, can you share it with us? I'm saying please draw that, and please cut down the unnecessary detail. What did I say? Simplified diagram, which can be drawn quickly. You have to work on that. Is everyone okay with this? This is going to give you that extra edge in answer writing. Class के starting में. What did I tell you about answer writing? ये वाला पार्ट, कौन सा पार्ट कर रहा हूँ अभी? Third component of your answer. I know right now you don't have it. You are at the beginner level, but when you have it, will you add it or not? I'm going step by step. First, you must have the raw material. Today I say, your answer does not have a diagram. You're a fool. You're not a fool. Right now you haven't opened to that dimension. Now that the dimension is opening, would you want to keep it with you and your own way? Sir, I'm poor at drawing. Draw simple ones. Draw simple ones. So should I use pen or pencil? Well, I would say draw with pen. In the exam also, you won't have time to change pen and pencil. Draw with pen. But some of you say, sir, I want to draw it with pencil in my diagram book. You can do that. No problem. Is everyone okay with this? Is the task clear to all? We're talking about geomorphology. And we're talking about important processes. So Davis ने क्या कहा? All landforms are a result of structure, process, and stage. What is stage? So everyone, your parents, both of them are professors at IIT. Genetics में कुछ तो बुद्धि आएगी या नहीं आएगी? Yes, I'm not saying like parents, if they are from IT, the students will be intelligent, but कुछ तो आएगा. Genetics, academic कुछ आएगा या नहीं आएगा? Your parents are into sports. Both are Olympians. Would that show in your body also? हो सकता है? Possible or not? Many things are possible. Why? Because of the structure. Genetics. And then your father was a swimmer. He's a gold medalist. Yes. Your father is a ace shuttler. Yes. Badminton. Your father is a scientist. Yes or no? And he wants you also to be a scientist. So उन्होंने क्या किया? आपको process में डाल दिया. Puts you into a science institute. Your father puts you into training into swimming, badminton. Yes. पुलेला गोपीचंद academy में पहुंच गए आप लोग. Yes. Your father sings a lot, very well. Your mother has a beautiful voice. She is an acclaimed singer. आप में भी आएगी ना वो आवाज आएगी. But उस पर कुछ काम करना पड़ेगा. रियाज will be there or not? True. So can I say, structure is the genetics and the process is the school where you go. Can you also become acclaimed like your parents? So मेरे पिताजी तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं करते. अरे दिल पे मत लो, उदाहरण दे रहा हूँ. आधे लोग यहाँ पे ऐसे मिजरी में चले गए. जिनको बुरा लग रहा है, इनको बुरूंगी, you'll feel better. Get that? उन बच्चों के पिताजी नहीं है. कुछ लोग ऐसे काश मेरे वाले भी गाते. क्लास के एकदम बात कहेंगे. आप कभी तैरने क्यों नहीं गए? Why did you think of Olympic? अपना तो structure ही weak है. What will the processes do with me? You yourself don't know how to add 10 plus 10, and you're asking me to do IS. Full on weak structure. True. So what I'm trying to say is genetics and the process, both are needed. But I also want to tell you one more thing is needed. Time. The legend Lata Mangeshkar was not created in one day. True or not? So she was created over a period of time. So Himalayas were not created in one night. They happened in slow stages. Himalaya used to be one range, Trans-Himalayas. Then it became two parallel ranges, Trans-Himalayas and Himadris. Then three ranges, Trans-Himalaya, Himadri and Himachal. And 2 million years ago, fourth one was added, Sivalix was added. So stage is to do with the time. So is time also responsible? So say for example, Aravali is a fold mountain. Yes or no? So what is the process? Fold mountain. Same as Himalaya. Himalaya is also a fold mountain. Same process. Yes or no? But Himalaya is high and mighty. And Aravali is old, denuded, relict, eroded. Yes or no? Why? Stage sir, ये senile है. ये बूढ़ा हो चुका है. और ये क्या हो चुका है? Young. Is everyone okay? This is called the Davisian trio of Davis, that all landforms that you and I we see, all landforms you and I that we see are a result of three things. What are the three things? Structure, process, and stage. possible question. All landforms are a function of structure, process and stage. सभी लोग जल्दी से 2 पेज लेंगे. Take 2 pages. Let me see इतना पढ़ाने के बाद कुछ लिख पाते हो कि नहीं. And you have to share what was your experience writing this. I have taught you, and I said I will be making you think, link, and write. So what's the time? It is 13:07. 7 minutes दे रहा हूँ, जल्दी से लिखो. Your time starts now, everyone. जो भी है, जैसा भी लिखना है. अभी शेयर नहीं करना, बट लिखना है. प्रॉपर आंसर चाहिए मुझे पूरा, जल्दी से. क्विकली स्टार्ट. Quickly, everyone. 5 minutes left. Whatever you can think of, don't worry. I'm not expecting superhuman answers. I'm expecting genuine answers after teaching you. Can you do that or not? उतना कर सकते हो या नहीं? Two minutes left. 2 minutes left. So I've written 307, 1307, 27. Yeah. 7 minutes are over. Quickly, everyone, your experience of writing. Please stop. Maybe your answer is still incomplete, so that is why I'm not asking you to post. I'm just asking you what has been your experience quickly. How was the experience? Immediately I've told you and taught you after that. So speed is less, only one page, sir, not able to write and think. कोई भी पोस्ट कर रहा है, मैं कुछ पढ़ने वाला नहीं. Less content to write. तो हमारे पास content नहीं था. बट अभी तो पढ़ाया था. So how to structure it? So speed. Sir, intro. Example नहीं था. So I knew but could not write. Could not write. So there was, like inertia. Inertia against writing. Answer framing, language, and Anmol says no in word but unable to explain. Normal. Gautam got stuck with content. Too many content. कुछ के पास content ज़्यादा है. Kalpana says I tried. Others. Why no comment coming? क्योंकि आपने break ले लिया था. Try to recall. Write one page. Sir, recall नहीं हो रहा था. Writing but it was slow. Okay, Ram. Harsh says content is included was one page. सब तो one page में ही हो गया. Can't add. So elaborate करना नहीं आता है. Okay, everyone. Ideas are too random, sir. Ideas are random. Gauri had a problem in structuring. So people who are listening to me in recording, you also make note. You write on your sheet what was the problem, because this is a real exercise. Dhananjay, okay, diagram was there. Everyone who's participating in the class, please tell me what has been the problem. Writing speed, can't sum up the content, okay. Words. Everyone, please pay attention to this. What is expectation from you? अभी क्या चाहिए? 1 or 2 चाहिए. Preeti is saying cutting हो गया बहुत. Everyone. Somebody said कि sir अभी introduction conclusion नहीं चाहिए, चलेगा. If I was to impress you, मैं पहले दिन introduction से impress करूंगा. I will only impress you by introduction. I'm saying अभी introduction की problem नहीं लेंगे. You have not grown to that level. Some people are saying that I was not having examples and diagram. No problem. But if you are saying that you did not have content, ये गड़बड़ है. यार एक बात बताइए, स्ट्रक्चर पर 2 पैरा लिख सकते हो, प्रोसेस पर लिख सकते हो, एंड स्टेज पर लिख सकते हो नहीं. If you don't know how to elaborate, and especially the problem with science background students, उनको एक ही चीज आती है, वो expand ही नहीं कर पाते. They're not able to expand in multiple dimensions. This is what you have to learn. So what happens is in the coaching, the teacher will write an answer for you. You're impressed. Wow, such a beautiful introduction. He'll write the next answer also. Every day is demonstrating his answers. रोज नाचता है, खूब बढ़िया से आप ताली बजाते हो, नोट उड़ाते हो, मजा आता है. What is your capacity increasing in this? Yes or no? So I'm not here to impress you. I really wanted the real issues to come. There are students who एकदम हाँ sir समझ में आ रहा है. Not interested in that. I said no, in climatology also we wrote the answer. I could see people had written just one line and said sir ये रहा मेरा answer. एक line में थोड़ी ना love letter लिख रहे क्या? I love you. You have to write. This is the challenge. So first 2 minutes wasted because of thinking. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Everyone, let me tell you how this answer would have gone. And again, I'm not impressing you. There would be some introduction. There would be some body. इधर मैं स्ट्रक्चर की बात करूंगा, इधर मैं प्रोसेस की बात करूंगा, इधर मैं स्टेज की बात करूंगा. The conclusion. If there is possible, I'll put some box diagram. पहले तो आंसर ये बनेगा. Is everyone okay? No nuclear physics in this. This is how the answer will look. Now tell me, everyone who said sir मेरा तो एक ही पेज हुआ, मैंने expand ही नहीं हो रहा, दिखाई देगा? Even before doing an intellectual work, clerical work किया अभी. This is clerical work. Is everyone okay? क्वेश्चन ने ऐसे लिखा, but one page तो expand करना आना चाहिए. How will we expand? वो भी बताने वाला हूँ. ठीक है? So I think the dilemma of how landforms were created. The dilemma of how landforms were created was resolved in the pioneering work of W.M. Davis, where he suggested that all landforms are nothing but a function of structure, process, and stage, as discussed below. That's the introduction. Why pioneering? Father of geomorphology. Comment करने को कहा ना. So आपके पास नहीं, you don't have this language, it's okay. You start your ways. You start your way, but I'm saying there was a dilemma before that. How is it? Remember non-scientific ideas and whatever they were going on, they were there. और मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहता हूँ, he was inspired by the works of Charles Darwin, by the pioneering work of W.M. Davis, who using Darwinian idea proposed that landforms are an outcome of structure process stage. और impressive कर दिया. Who will make it impressive? The person who knows more. Yes or no? So अभी तो आपको impress नहीं करना. So I was expecting a simple introduction that landforms are formed by various processes or by through various mechanisms, and as per Davis, they were structure, process, state. ऐसे स्कूल में सिखाया था ना. From the question itself, you starting line वहाँ से लेना शुरू करो. Have that power. First get that power. Yes. Present is the key to the past. I added in. तो ये यहाँ पर present is the key. ये uniformitarianism में आ नहीं रहा है. ये तो जबरदस्ती हो गया ना. हमारे पास पहले कुछ पड़ा हुआ है. हमारे पास लड्डू पड़ा हुआ, हम जबरदस्ती डालें. So I brought pioneering work. He is a pioneer because this is a Davisian sentence. No, he is a pioneering work. Also Darwin के stages से जुड़ा हुआ है. So that is there. अब आपके पास क्या? Present is the key of past. अच्छा, आप ये भी तो शुरू कर सकते थे. India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Just the way our preamble tells us the values, similarly Darwin told what are the 3 parameters for landform. बकवास करनी मुझे भी आती है. I can do more fancy bakwas. There are many geography teachers who are doing that in the industry. So they start with uniformitarianism. Every day their answer will start with the most random thing. मैं बता रहा हूँ. I will start with India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Just like the constituent principles are there in the preamble of India. Similarly, W.M. Davis gave the preamble of landforms where he said that landforms are a function of structure, process, state. गलत बताओ मुझे. Tell me if I'm wrong. This is how industry is run. This is how coaching walas, they are selling answers, and the kunji running students who are out there just collecting kunji's answers. Wow sir, कितना बढ़िया आंसर है. मैं बिल्कुल कर सकता हूँ. इतनी अंग्रेजी मुझे आती है, इतनी पोएट्री मुझे आती है कि अभी शायरी से मैं आंसर कर दूंगा. Yes. And if you tell these teachers are using fancy word, you know what they will say? उसको पता नहीं होगा उस टीचर को. अभी सुन, शर्म कर ले, बच्चे का करियर खराब कर रहा है. Yes or no? But then that's industry, no? And you people like that. So sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic के लिए you should know the preamble. वो मैंने रट रखा है. तुम्हें तो वो भी नहीं पता. You were impressed by that also. I'm saying the preamble of landforms is structure, process, state, just like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. इसे बकवास कहते हैं, ठीक है? But कर रहे कोचिंग में. And remember, आज हमने देखा कि नहीं? एक क्वेश्चन डाला ABCDE on the Telegram group. That fellow puts E also, and look at option E. All the above or none the above. Imagine क्या बना रहा होगा? कौन क्वेश्चन बना रहा होगा? दिहाड़ी पे काम करते हैं लोग. क्वेश्चंस they are making on 50 rupees a question. And what has happened? They fought with their parents. मैं तो अपने आप से पास कर लूंगा. I'm not living with you people. I will join the coaching. I will become their content developer. It is their knowledge. And they will bring fancy ideas to the teacher. तो अभी introduction छोड़ सकते कि नहीं? Everyone. Do you see that I have all the ability to play with introduction? मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ उसमें. I can make the introduction tragedy. I can make it comedy. I can make it thriller. I can even make it क्या करूँगा? उसको romantic भी कर सकता हूँ. Sizzling भी कर सकता हूँ मैं उसको. गहराइयाँ भी कर सकता हूँ इधर. मैं जो करना चाहूँ कर सकता हूँ. That's my visualization. I said when will that come to you? When you are creative. वो तो बाद की बात है. ठीक है? So introduction, can we keep it aside? Everyone okay? If you are a beginner, you don't have all that thing coming to you. Can you learn from the school days that from the stem of the question itself you start drawing that? करो. अभी उससे शुरू करो यार. Take the baby steps. Be very confident of yourself. Second thing is, so there are 3 components which he emphasized on. First is structure. Structure means the lithology of the rock. So whether it is what type of rock. Box item में हमने लिखा 3 types of rocks. 3 types of rock lithology. Igneous, metamorphic या sedimentary and metamorphic. And example also. ठीक है? और हमने क्या कहा? Granite versus basalt. Take example भी दूँ. Sir, I did not know this. That is my problem. Don't worry. No, you are a beginner. Today is the first class on geomorphology. When you completed geomorphology with me, you would know that. Your answer would make a difference that day or not. Today, some people are saying, sir, I was not able to complete in 7 minutes. You are a beginner. You didn't have the content also. Your recall is also very slow. है? उसके बाद हमने क्या कहा? Arrangement of rocks. हमने क्या कहा? Fold, fault. And can I make some diagram of folds and faulting? Yes. And can I say faulted, fissured rocks? बना दिया. Lithology में, कुछ ही lithology में जाएगा, mineral composition में. Then the processes. Processes are the fluvial process. अब एक बात बताओ यार, river पर, rain पर एक sentence तो लिख सकता है. Aeolian process लिख सकता है कि नहीं? Coastal process, ice process, and then you say forces. And in this box you are saying endogenetic, exogenetic, and here you can say catastrophism and uniformitarianism. बन गया? For Davis, a landform goes through the stages of youth. वो बनता है. उसके बाद क्या होता है? Mature and senile. And different stages have their characteristic landform. Like youth has got V-shaped valleys. Mature has got meander. Senile has got residual hill. ठीक बता रहा हूँ. Example भी दे रहा हूँ. Everyone please tell me from what I have written till now. What I have written till now is my first parameter of an answer met or not. What is the first parameter? Comprehensive. Please, 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 with folded hand request. You are a big in answer writing for GS and optional. ये ले आओ. You're going to clear the exam. इसी पे हो जाएगा. This is going to give you 50% marks. And remember, 50% topper का score है. Now tell me, somebody said कि मैं स्ट्रक्चर नहीं कर पा रहा था. अरे यार 3 चीजें उसमें लिखा है, सेंटेंस में लिखा है ना, क्वेश्चन itself is helping me with the structure process, right? So be smart. स्ट्रक्चरिंग के लिए क्या चाहिए? You have to be a smart planner. True. ये दो चीजें आपको मेरे आंसर में दिख रही हैं. Forget my introduction, forget my Constitution of India nonsense which I was speaking to you. I'm sorry for giving that nonsensical but fancy idea. True. And मैं बता रहा हूँ, उसको फैंसी करना हो ना, वो टीचर शुरू ही उससे करेगा, यूनिफॉर्मिटेरियनिज्म से. यूनिफॉर्मिटेरियनिज्म से करेगा. He says the concept was given by Hutton, but the real work was done by the geologist Lyell, and then Darwin happened, and then Davis came, and he used the concept of stage. ये पहले लिखवाएगा. Preeti saying some teachers suggest पहले introduction सीखो. भाई एक बात बताओ ना प्रीति, introduction is a very mature packing of your answer. True or not? So you're going to give a gift to someone. Do you first plan the gift or the packet? It has to be the gift. No, depending on the size of the gift, you will decide the packet. Number one, depending on the person you are giving the gift to. Suppose you are giving that gift to your neighbor, and suppose you're getting a unique opportunity to give a gift to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Will you pack it differently or not? True or not? Yes. Third thing, you have to give a gift, but there is no time. There is no time to pack. Does it happen? कई बार क्या होता है, you go for that Valentine का दिन है, कार्ड है, आपने टेडी भी ले लिया और जो है पैकिंग मटेरियल नहीं है उस शॉप पर, तो क्या अगले दिन दोगे? टेडी के साथ तुम ही बिताने वाले हो दिन. Will you give it or not? So there can be urgency also. Now tell me, I'm questioning that teacher who says पहले introduction आएगा तभी तो आंसर सीख पाओगे. बाबा, I have something, then only I can introduce it. No, आप मुझे बताइए तो सही, what are you introducing? You are introducing the answer. If you don't have the answer, what are you introducing? True or not? अच्छा, एक बात बताइए. UN, the Secretary General of UN is about to introduce the head of a state. Hear that? He's introducing Putin and he's introducing Imran Khan. Will the introduction be the same? No. Imagine he's given a standard line. Okay, now let us stand up for the most amazing and the leading superpower of the world without whom the world affairs do not move. And this is Imran Khan. Fill in the blank. Okay? इमरान भी मतलब एक बार चौड़े में भाई साहब 56 इंच का सीना, मेरा तो मतलब हिल गया. So ये सब रेडीमेड इंट्रोडक्शंस बेच रहे हैं. Don't you understand? These are shops. They do not give the skill to the student to write in that, but they have the masala over there. They are not bothered about what the answer is. उनका फिक्स्ड है. पहले क्या करूंगा? यूनिफॉर्मिटेरियनिज्म, हटन, लायल एंड बच्चा भी, एंड स्पेशली स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, उनको याद है LHS is equal to RHS. People know हटन, लायल एंड दिस थिंग. मैं भी लिख कर आ रहा हूं. I've seen so many students blindly vomiting whatever is the question. लिखूंगा मैं तो ये बटन कोई दबाओ वो तो वहीं जाएगा. They are of that category. What do you do with them, bhai? And they have been corrupted totally. अब ये mug है, is full of water. What do I add in this? I can't add anything. Sir, I've done geography with that educator. I came to attend your class also. So will you check my answer? उनसे तो करवाया नहीं. Or that gobar I have to check. Why should I check it? And what do you write? Just the notes, the mugged up introduction. Sir, you are so rude. You said no to me. अरे सुनो यार, I am no slave. I know what you wanted to do. You mugged up. You wanted to vomit on my face. Why vomit on me? Learn to write answers. So everything. First two qualities, can you bring that in your answers? Was it difficult to bring that in this answer? Yes, your recall was low. I wanted to tell you that your recall will be low. I wanted to tell you your speed will be low. I wanted to tell you your dimensions, your examples will not be coming. But that's the stage today. Will that continue in this course? Or would you change it? Change it. कोई दिक्कत नहीं हो जाएगा कि नहीं हो जाएगा. And I did not tell you about the conclusion. Why? Do you know what? This was not describe. This was comment. Do you know what is the comment? Comment is I look at your answer, I say good answer. No, bad answer. Average answer. Comment is your tippani. So my answer is, though it was the pioneering work, though it was no doubt the pioneering works, but subsequent scholars have found this very simplistic and narrow in interpretation. In fact, it talks about 3 parameters, but ends up focusing only on stage, hence not used for modern day scientific explanation. ये खत्म करने वाला. This is my knowledge. अच्छा, इसमें फैंसी वाला टीचर पता क्या करेगा? Today the steady state theory of J.T. Hack and Strahler opposes the idea of this. वो JT Hack भी लिखेगा, लिख ले, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. I have no issues. Tell me one thing, when the cake is ready, can you put cherry on it? Can someone put chocolate on it? Yes, many things can be put. No, if you don't have the cake, what is the point of decoration? So tell me, aren't there many people who will say intro conclusion के बिना तो आंसर ही नहीं हो सकता? अबे, what will you do with the decoration when the cake is not there? Yes. So you decided to buy a lot of packing material. You spend the whole day buying packing material, the best packing material, to give to her on Valentine Day, and then you reach the flower shop. He said, sorry, all flowers are sold out. अब क्या देगा उसमें पैकेट में डाल के? What will you give? NCERT? What will you give? Subscription? Unacademy subscription? ये ले, Unacademy subscription. या अपने कपड़े फाड़ के डालेगा उसमें. So there are people. Intro भी है मेरे पास, conclusion भी है मेरे पास. ऐसा ना? सब रखा हुआ, गोली बारूद सब रखा हुआ, बंदूक नहीं है, चलाओ। So, चमत्कार को नमस्कार पीपल, forget that. Is everyone okay? तो अब ये आपके पास ये शीट आपको दी जा रही है. Can I expect you to do the definitions from this? Geological structure understood. Now process also understood everyone. Geomorphic idea. Now we come to relief and slope. ये बहुत important है. Relief is the character of a land surface. Yes, it comprises a wide variety of landforms which can be grouped in different types of terrain. अब ये समझ में नहीं आता definition. That's why I've included this also. That books are giving such definition. What is relief? I want to tell you relief. These are two peaks. Peak 1, peak 2. Yes. And another peak. 3 peaks. 3 mountain peaks in a region. Is everyone okay? Peak 3. These have different relief. So what is relief? Technical meaning. Degree and direction of slope. Alpha, beta and gamma. Which is the highest angle? Peak 2. Steep relief. Peak 1. Beta is the highest angle, no? Peak 1 is what? Gentle relief. Now some of you will be interested. Sir, वही तो, sir peak 3 क्या है? अरे intermediate relief, learn English. आधे लोग टेंशन में, भाई ये वाला कौन सा होगा? Intermediate, moderate, चलेगा? Perfect. Now I'm looking at the direction. So how do I get to know direction? If I put water on this mountain, where will it go? It will either go east or it will go west. It will either go east or it will go west. This will go north or south. So can I say this has north-south alignment? And this has got east-west alignment. Abhi aaya 2021 mein, how does the alignment of a mountain range make a difference? True or not? Yes. Do we get that? Everyone. Abhi north-south lag nahi raha. You might say, sir, north nahi lag raha, north-east lag raha. Whatever we are saying, some alignment. So samajh mein aa gaya degree and direction of slope. Which has steeper relief, Himalaya or Aravallis? Himalaya. Can I say relief will decide the erosive capacity, potential energy, and the gradient? Yes or no? दिमाग में रखना ये सब connection. This is where geography becomes a little science. Okay. Now slope. Everyone has understood what is the slope. Slope is the angle with the horizontal. Slope, gentle, and all that. That is that. We're doing definitions. इसी को हम समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Drainage. Drainage refers to the movement of water either over the earth's surface, in the soil, or the bedrock. Although moving water is outstanding force under the process, but the ramification of slope wash, stream flow, stream pattern, ये सारी चीजें क्या है? पानी के flow पे depend करती है. That is called drainage. Okay. Now I want to tell you landforms. Landforms are complex landforms. अभी आपको previous year question बताया ना? Modern day landforms are more complex than simple. Did we see that? Modern day landforms are more complex than simple. So there was this. अब यहाँ पर एक नाम आ जाएगा Hoorberg. Hoorberg in 1952 classified landforms into 5 major categories: simple landform, compound landform, monocyclic. CSE you will be confused, no? Because you don't see the big picture. आपको तो सिर्फ वर्ड ही समझ में आता है और कुछ समझ में नहीं आता ना. That is the problem. टोपोग्राफी और रिलीफ में मुझे सर समझ में नहीं आता. टोपोग्राफी एक जगह की क्या है अभी हमने बताया. टोपोग्राफी यहाँ पे बनाया था आप लोगों के लिए. Surface features of Earth include the relief, include the terrain, include the vegetation, include the soil. और ये कह रहे हैं मुझे टोपोग्राफी और रिलीफ में फर्क नहीं पता चलता. Everyone who's looking at this, do you understand which one is set, which one is subset? और यहाँ पे लिखा है it is not synonymous to relief. But सर मेरे को ना समझ नहीं आया. कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है. मेरे पास ऐसे डाउट आते हैं. इन्होंने आंसर लगाया था अपना, सर मेरा चेक कर दो. भाई हम भी तो सुनते हैं ना क्वेश्चंस को. टोपोग्राफी बड़ा होता है ना, पूरे एरिया के किस तरह के सारे लैंडफॉर्म्स ले लो, उनका वेजिटेशन ले लो, अप एंड डाउन, व्हाट इज इट? दैट इज अ होल बिगर थिंग. पूरा का पूरा लैंडस्केप दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. इट इज नॉट जस्ट रिलीफ, इट इज अ मच बिगर थिंग. सर वो पढ़ा नहीं था, जल्दी में कर दिया. जल्दी मत करो, हम भी फिर जल्दी में आपके आंसर देना शुरू करेंगे. ठीक है. So I have a request. This paper will be given to you. Why am I doing this? एक बात बताओ. I can simply say look at the dictionary and meet me tomorrow. But you never agree on that. That is why I may be old school. मैं homework देता हूँ यार. I give homework with deadline. I may look like a fool teacher, but it really makes a difference. People thank me for that. I remember, this girl long ago, 2000. I don't know whether I told you about this girl or not. 2012. She comes to me and she says, "Sir, I cleared my examination." She was in engineering from Delhi College of Engineering. She said, "I cleared my examination. I was your student and all that. I cleared in my first attempt." I said, "Congratulations." So she is, I think, IRS है या something, I don't remember. Long ago, 10 साल हो गए. So why do I remember her? That's what I'm saying. So she said that 2012 I've cleared it and I've come again for my IAS की तैयारी के लिए आई हूँ. I want to improve. I said good, very good. So she said, no, sir, I want to tell you, sir, it is because of you I cleared. I said, nobody clears because of me. You did well. She said, no, sir, I was not very well prepared. But do you know, sir, you told us about the diagram book. So I really worked on that diagram book. And I did not know much. But because of my diagram book, I got a lot of marks. I said, okay, good. She said, no, you're not seeing that. Sir, ये मेरी diagram book है. She showed me her diagram book. I said, very good. She said, no, sir, you're not appreciating it. सच में मैं diagram से पास हुई हूँ. अच्छी बात है बच्चे. That's very, very good. So this time let us become an IAS officer. You have the diagram and other things will fill it up. She gave the first test. भाई साहब आपके होश उठ जाएंगे उसका आंसर देखकर. When I read her answer, she had done that answer so beautifully illustrated, and those diagrams were practiced by her. She had innovated in diagrams. I said, wow, yeah, I circulated that sample to everyone. But you know what tragedy happened? She could not clear the prelims. And after that, यदि मौके लाइफ में एक दो बार ही मिलते हैं, full year फिर से devote करना, already in the services, you're not able to devote that. I think last picture she posted somewhere, she was with this IMF, yeah, the World Economic Forum में, she was in a project by Government of India. Very, very important. So IRS is no less job, but मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि these things, you may find it, sir is giving homework, that teacher is amazing introductions, his answers also, he writes everything in front of me, and he says, you know, toppers mucked up my answers and that is why they cleared. जो भी है भाई, कर लो. The same toppers have been, you know, like be with me also. They also say, you know, because of him we were able to think and link, we created our own answers. So कौन किससे पढ़ रहा है, क्या पढ़ रहा है? So that's a very, very strange thing. So कहाँ credit होगा? So I would say that content. Can I say that Savinder Singh is a useless book? Only I am the person who knows geography. So you read Savinder Singh, you study under me. I tell you how to process it. So is Savinder Singh wrong because of that? No. So there are so many times. I've seen that students clearing the examination with multiple inputs. आप बताइए अपने स्कूल कॉलेज में बताइए, was there only one teacher that taught you? Smart students will take the best inputs from all the teachers, no? But इधर टीचर क्या क्लेम करेगा? भक्त बनाना है, गुफा में लेकर जाना है, सिर्फ वही करना है. So I'm saying be important, be free in this. अगर आपके पास ये डायग्राम बुक है, it will really help you. And when you are reading this, why am I doing this? Because I know you'll be lazy. I want to introduce this to you. What is the simple landform? Those which are product of single dominant geomorphic process. Say for example, V-shaped valley. किससे बनती है? V-shaped valley. River, fluvial. Okay. Compound landscape. Major player role of development of explainer in which two or more processes are there. So can I say there was a glaciated region? First, glaciers were causing erosion. Then because of climate change, glaciers had melted. Now which process is acting? Fluvial. Possible or not? So that is also there. Monocyclic and polycyclic. अभी क्या होता है? Davis की एक cycle होती है, youth, mature, senile. So he says one at a time. You take birth as youth, mature, and senile. Multicyclic says you are youth, mature, and in between you turn again youth. So that is multicyclic. I'll tell you how does it happen. But अभी इसको सिर्फ पढ़ लेना. Polyclimatic. So an area. Say for example, what is this? India's Indus River, Indus Valley civilization. What kind of a region is it? Arid, semi-arid, or you know, rainy, humid? Indus region. Arid, semi-arid, or humid? Okay, very good. So arid, semi-arid, which is the dominant process? Erosion की किससे हो रहा होगा? Fluvial or eolian? Wind. Which is the dominant process? Wind, sir. Wind is doing that because there's no water. I want to tell you, 800 years ago, we had the entire civilization over there. Because of climate change, that has become like that. So can I say previously it was not in the arid, semi-arid climate belt? So different processes will be acting. So polyclimatic possible or not? So ये भी है. So actually landforms can be of multiple types. So that is what we are talking about. अभी resurrected नहीं करते. Pleistocene climate. ये क्या होता है? ये Pleistocene का मतलब नहीं पता. और world climate अभी ये नहीं कर रहे हम. But I would want you to go through that. Everyone, can you go through these terms? The terms which I have given. What is the scale? Geomorphic scale, large scale, small scale, first order, second order, third order, fourth order, fifth order. Well, बताऊंगा. But can we read it? Pursuit of pattern. What are the patterns which are created? Distribution pattern. I want you to read them. Get that? Development and trends of geomorphology. That I've already discussed. What is geomorphology? Remember Hutton? Please read about Hutton. Present is the key to past. Uniformitarianism. Then Davis. Have I discussed about Davis? Have you written the answer also today? So whatever I'm going to teach, the handout will also be there. Your understanding will also be there. Discussion with me will also be there. Your answer writing will also be there. But I just want you to be there. आप भी तो रहिए, रटने के उसमें नहीं. Please keep writing and reading. Whatever I'm teaching वो आपको अगर handout में भी मिल रहा है, does it make sense? Do we know that of late geomorphology is going towards geology? Recent trends क्या हैं? Tendency of geomorphology, at least in America, is to become geology. Weathering, stratigraphy, paleogeomorphology, paleontology. There is something called as regional geography. I told you where. Increasing recognition of practical. Have I already explained this? Why am I taking you through my sheet? This is my first lecture on geomorphology. Just to tell you, assuring you of the support that your material is also designed to help you in that. And along with that, if you are drawing your diagrams, if you are doing the basic books and answer writing with me, there is no reason you won't grow and improve. ये सारी चीजें इसमें है कि कैसे कैसे ये बढ़ता जा रहा है जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी को किसने जो है जियोलॉजी की तरफ ले गए. जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी इज मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स, रिलेटिव एंड रियली ससेप्टेबल टू न्यूमरल एक्सप्रेशंस. Everyone done? Now is the last thing of the day. The problem is, can I extend the class by 10 minutes? Everyone? The time is over. Can I extend it by 10 minutes? I have to give you an important topic, which is a memory work. Remember, I told you about memory. आज memory पे भी काम होना है. चलिए. So everyone, please pay attention. I want a blank sheet. Don't turn your notebook around. Just a blank sheet. So 13 billion years ago, Big Bang. Universe. Sun. 5 billion years ago. Earth as a molten fireball. Remember? Earth. 4.6 billion years ago. Aravali. 1 billion year ago. 3 million year ago. Himalaya. 2022. 5th June. UPSC prelims. Okay? But the problem is, in between you were also born, and you know this life. But this thing is in a scale of billions and millions of years, and this thing is in the scale of decade. If you go beyond that, a century. So a human scale, a human time scale is inappropriate to study geomorphology. Yes, sir. If I say, comment on the political scenario of India. Comment on the political scenario of India in light of the recent elections. Which elections am I talking of? So you're talking of the recent states, Punjab, UP, Manipur, Goa, 5 state wala. No. I said India. Oh, India, sir. So 2019 election. Yes, no, India can be 2019. No, but I'm talking about the changing political scenario. ठीक है, 2015 से मोदी जी आ गए, उसके पहले यूपी था 2015. So recent means last 10 years. True or not? Recent would mean last 10 years. True or not? Now, if I say, in the wake of climate change, in the wake of recent climate change, suggest the causes. Now is the time frame only 1 decade. Recent climate change means what? So recent climate change जब आप देखते हो ना, वो आपने सुना है 2 डिग्री सेल्सियस का जो टारगेट है. 2 degrees Celsius above what temperature? We will not allow the world's temperature to go beyond 2 degrees Celsius above what? Above pre-industrial temperature. Industrial revolution. When did it happen? 1750. So recent climate change कब का है? पिछले 250 साल. और उसमें भी I do accept that last 60 years have been post World War II have been tremendous. So tell me, recent elections say recent climate change, has the meaning changed? Yes, sir. Comment on the recent human migrations. Human migrations. Recent का क्या मतलब है? Recent 50 साल भी हो सकता है. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ ये जो colonization, was it not the driver of migration? Can I say discovery of not new world? Discovery of new world, North America, Australia, वहीं पे तो यूरोप से migrants गए. तभी आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? I am talking about give an account of the recent migration. Recent का क्या मतलब है? आप तो रोहिंग्या लिखोगे, फिर रोहिंग्या लिखोगे, यूक्रेन लिखोगे, वो थोड़ी आएगा आंसर. Recent का मतलब बदलता कि नहीं? Okay. Comment on the recent orogeny in India. Recent orogenies कब हुआ है इंडिया में? Recent young fold mountain कौन है? हिमालय. हिमालय कहाँ है? 30 million years. यार recent का तो मतलब ही बदल गया. Recent can be 1500 AD. 1500 AD is 500 years ago. Recent can be 250 years. Recent can be 50 years. Can I say the word recent will have different meaning depending upon the context you are talking about? That is why when you just type a sentence to me, explain, sir. क्या explain करूँ भाई? पूरा लिखो ना, क्या context है, किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हो? At least be honest in this asking the question. No, sir, I read this from Rupa Made Simple. This was the context. This was the paragraph. In this context, they said this. ये समझ नहीं आया. Or is it connected to this? Makes sense? Can I say recent means different? तो अब अगर हमें पढ़ना है वर्ल्ड को, so first page I want you to take. We need to study not in human time scale, but in geological time scale. ठीक है? Geological time scale means 4.6 billion year to present. कौन यूज करता है इसको? Geologists. Even biologists also do it because they have to study everything. Geographer को भी सब कुछ पढ़ना होता है क्या? वैसे तो we borrow their notes. We don't have to. But at least to understand their notes, we must understand the categories, no? Do you understand why am I doing that? Do I need to be a master of geological time scale? No. But should I understand the key terms or not? Do you know there are many young boys and girls who have become tourist guides for foreigners? These young boys and girls can speak English, they can speak French, they can speak Spanish. They don't know the language, but bolte bolte aa gaya. Yes, sir. They are tour guides. Tuta puta bol lete. Client is happy. Reality or joking? That's the reality. So geographer needs to know geological scale, the outline of it. He need not be thorough with everything in that. So I want to tell you, 4.6 billion years have been divided into 4 eons. इसमें divide किया 4 eons. किसको? All time. And eons have further been subdivided into. They have been subdivided into eras. Eras have been subdivided into periods. Periods have been subdivided into epochs. Epochs into age. Is everyone with me? तो मैं आपको क्या करवाने वाला हूँ? मैं आपको ये करवाने वाला हूँ. So let's operate at the eon level. तो सबसे बड़ा यूनिट क्या होता है? Eon. There are 4 eons. तो पहले टाइम लेता हूँ. 4.6 to 3.8 billion years ago. 3.8 to 2.5 billion years ago. 2.5 to 543 million years ago. 543 million years to present. अब eon का नाम होगा ना? कुछ नाम होगा. So 4.6 to 3.8, Earth was burning. Remember the hot molten Earth? It was like hell. The word for hell is Hardian. Get it? So how do we know about this past? How do geologists know about the past? Everyone. So from the rocks. What do they do to the rocks? So that is called carbon dating, sir. You can find the age. I want to tell you, Hardian gay rocks are missing. क्या बात कर रहे हो सर? कहाँ गए? Where did the rocks go? So they were never formed. They were never formed. बनते थे तो पिघल जाते थे. Remember, everything is molten. So then how do we know? We have samples. We know the origin of Earth. No, 4.6. उसके बाद से the oldest rocks which we found, very very old, which we found, they were around 3.8, 3.9 million. और very old के लिए the real word is Archean. Is everyone okay with the word Archean? पुराना, बहुत ही पुराना. Hardian तो hell है. True. उसके बाद we have the next one is Proterozoic. And the one you and I we are living in which eon? Phanerozoic. याद कर लो जल्दी से. So the world's time is divided into 4 eons: Hardian, Molten, Archean, the oldest, Proterozoic and Phanerozoic. Please remember the years also, billion years. थोड़ी देर में टेस्ट लूंगा. Everyone done? So as a geologist, I need to know every detail. But as a geographer, yeah, zoic means life. तो उससे पहले life नहीं थे. यहाँ पे life आ गई. Proterozoic and Phanerozoic. उससे पहले azoic है. इनको क्या कहेंगे? Azoic means no life. Is everyone okay? Life also came. So botanists and zoologists are also interested in the details of these times. Archean में भी कहीं पर तो आई होगी microscopic life. तो जहाँ भी Archean आ गई, the botanists and the zoologists are interested. But the lazy geographer, I'm sure many of you by now are thinking, सब रटना है क्या? तो you are तो lazy by design. Yes or no? So the lazy geographer wants to cut his job, so he says that the further subdivision, I will not study of all the eons, I will study the subdivisions of Phanerozoic only. Is everyone okay? Next page. Next page. Age, eon. बिना देखे लिखूं? 4.6, 3.8, 3.8, 2.5. ऐसे था? ठीक लिख रहा हूं नहीं? 2.5, 543, 543 to present. What is this? Hardian, Archean, Proterozoic, Phanerozoic. Now I'm going to divide this eon into eras. Eon into eras. इन सबको मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ. इन सबको मैंने छोड़ दिया. Is everyone okay? Phanerozoic is divided into 3 eras. 3 eras. Paleo, Meso, Ceno. Is everyone okay? Paleo, Meso, Ceno. Paleo क्या? Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic. How many eras? 3 eras. ये कहां से कहां तक है? अगर मुझे इसमें बाउंड्री बनानी है, can I say this is 543 million years? 245 million years. 65 million years. Can you memorize this? जल्दी से memorize करो. Billion year, billion year, billion and million year. Paleo means old life, middle life, recent life. Everyone okay? Phanerozoic को हमने वो कर दिया. Eras are broken into. Eras किस में टूटते हैं? Periods. There are 6 periods in this. There are 3 periods in this, and there are 2 periods in this. 6, 3, and 2. What are the 6 ones? याद रखना इसको. Cos DCP. Cos DCP. So this is called Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian. All time before this, ये जो पूरा का पूरा टाइम है, इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? चलेगा? So this is the dividing line: Cambrian, Precambrian, and Postcambrian. So whenever we use the term Precambrian का मतलब बहुत पुराना हो गया. Archean, Archean, Proterozoic. Geographers are interested in Postcambrian. I want to tell you example there. Example. Please listen to the example. Aravallis are Precambrian, Himalayas are Postcambrian. चलेगा? अच्छा. यहाँ पर 3 क्या है? Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. Jurassic word कहाँ सुना आपने? Dinosaur. So I want to tell you, if a life science wala was reading this, he would even have written evolution over here. Initially वो क्या कहेगा? Azoic. Azoic के बाद क्या आएगा? Primitive unicellular life. अगर आएगी तो primitive unicellular. उसके बाद क्या आ जाएगी? Multicellular. But multicellular सिर्फ यहाँ unicellular और multicellular चल रहा है. The real ones will start from Cambrian. So यहाँ पर आते invertebrates. Invertebrates. Do you know what are invertebrates? Soft-bodied organisms जिनमें bone नहीं है. Remember, if skeletal system was not there in human beings, we'll be jellyfish. The skeletal system gives us strength or not? So पहले क्या था? पहले bones नहीं थे. Invertebrate. उसके बाद क्या आ गए? Vertebrate आ गए, जिसमें backbone होगी. और पहला vertebrate जो आया है वो है fish. So age of fish. मछली खाते तो बीच में से उसका स्केलेटन निकाल सकते हैं ना. पॉम्फ्रेट फ्राई खाया, यस, सामन फ्राई, तो बीच में से पूरा स्केलेटन निकाल गया. फिश वर लाइफ ओरिजिनेटेड इन द ओशन. सब ओशन में चल रहा है. एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग इन द ओशंस, रिमेंबर. एंड नाउ समबडी ट्राइज टू कम आउट ऑफ ओशंस. हु आर दिस? एम्फीबियंस. एम्फीबियन कौन होते हैं? फ्रॉग. दे कैन लिव इन वाटर, दे कैन लिव ऑन लैंड, बट दे ब्रीड इन वाटर ओनली. पानी में सर्वाइव करेंगे, बिकॉज आउटसाइड लैंड इज वेरी ड्राई एंड इट्स वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. डू यू गेट दैट? तो प्रशांत ने कहा क्रोकोडाइल. इज क्रोकोडाइल एम्फीबियन और रेप्टिलियन? रेप्टाइल्स. डायनासोर भी आ गया यहाँ पर. इवोल्यूशन हो रही है ना. दे डेवलप्ड स्केल्स ऑन देयर बॉडी. टू ईट अ क्रोकोडाइल इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज द स्किन इज वेरी हार्ड. स्केल्स नो. व्हेन यू आर गोइंग ऑन द लैंड इट विल बी ड्राई, सो सब इवेपोरेट. हैव यू सीन समटाइम्स पिचका हुआ मेढक? हैव यू सीन फ्रॉग ड्राइड अप ऑलमोस्ट पापड़ बन जाता है? पुअर फेलो केम अवे फ्रॉम द लैंड, अवे फ्रॉम द वाटर एंड जस्ट गेट्स डिहाइड्रेटेड. चिप्स. So to save them, they developed scales on them. So reptiles, dinosaurs, yes or no, even snakes. And this is the time when, have you seen of flying dinos? Birds also came. अभी पेंजिया की बात नहीं कर रहे. पेंजिया broke in Carboniferous. So यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कि पेंजिया टूटता भी. Around 200 million years, no? पेंजिया breaks और यहाँ पर cracks आते हैं और cracks में world का coal is Carboniferous. वो सब जुड़ जाएगा बाद में, बट ये आना चाहिए. और इधर क्या है? इधर हैं 2. What are the 2? Tertiary and quaternary. Is everyone okay? Tertiary and quaternary. ये मेमोराइज कर लें जल्दी से. उसके बाद आते हैं पीरियड के बाद क्या आते हैं? इपोज आते हैं. इपोज आज नहीं करा रहा हूं. एवरीवन प्लीज मेमोराइज दिस विद द डेट्स, विद द नेम्स. कॉस डीसीपी, ट्रायसिक, जुरासिक, क्रिटेशियस. और हम कहां पर आने वाले हैं? हम लोग यहां पर आ जाएंगे. एज ऑफ मैमल्स. और अब क्या आने वाला है? एज ऑफ, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू कम आफ्टर एज ऑफ मैमल्स? एज ऑफ, एज ऑफ ह्यूमन तो चल ही रहा है. अब आ रहा है एज ऑफ लोनलीनेस. लिखना मत ये एग्जाम में, बिकॉज वी वुड हैव किल्ड ऑल द स्पीशीज. आप और मैं ही रह जाएंगे. यूआई, एनसीईआरटीज, सोशल मीडिया, ट्रोलिंग, ऐसा ना. अमेजिंग इंट्रोडक्शंस, अमेजिंग कंक्लूजन्स. इसे लेके डाला टू लाइफ जिंगलाला. सर के नोट्स में है बम. फील तो सर के में ही आता है क्लास में. मजा आ जाता है इस क्लास में. मजा पीपल, यस, पुतिन रह जाएगा और उसके बॉम्ब्स रह जाएंगे, मैं और मेरी तन्हाई। इज एवरीवन ओके? क्विकली आई एम गिविंग यू नो टाइम, एब्सोल्युटली नो टाइम, एब्सोल्युटली नो टाइम, एवरीवन क्विकली व्हाटएवर यू कैन रिकॉल। मैं भी करूंगा, आप भी करेंगे, मैं भी कर रहा हूं, आप भी कर रहे हैं, लेट अस ट्राई एंड डू इट, स्टार्ट व्हाटएवर यू कैन रिकॉल। डोंट राइट हियर पेपर पर, सौरभ टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करो, एवरीवन डोंट इंप्रेस एनीवन, लेट अस सी विदाउट लुकिंग एट द स्क्रीन आल्सो। I'm done. If you were able to do even 60% correct, that's a very good hit. People who have reached 80%, amazing. People who remembered everything. I just want to tell you that you don't have to bother at all. It just have to be the word Hardian will be used, Archean, Carboniferous तो घबराना नहीं है, इसलिए करवाए. And all it took me was 10 minutes of explaining and 10 minutes of memorizing. Get that? कहाँ पर दिया? स्लाइड में भी दिया हुआ. हर एक epoch में क्या हुआ उसके highlights, everyone. That is also given over here. Can I expect you to do this by tomorrow? और जितने भी लोगों को डर लगता है, sir, will I be able to remember? Will I be able to write the answers? Day 1 of geomorphology. My message to you all. We fear things in proportion of our ignorance of them. Example is in front of you. I taught you something new. Geological time scale. सुन के डर लगता है कि नहीं? Now you know it. Are you afraid of that? I talked about Hutton, uniformitarianism, gradualism, cataclysm. सुन लिया यार. If you look at PYQs, if you look at syllabus, if you look at base books, and if you are guided and mentored by a teacher who is on your side, not to impress and be a superstar, there's no problem. You won't continue to be ignorant and you will produce results. That's my invitation. Please do not miss the classes. The problem is people miss the classes. कल भी नए बच्चे आएंगे. Sir, क्या मैं यहाँ से शुरू कर सकता हूँ? कोई रोक तो सकता नहीं. But when we use these words, will there be challenge or not? So I know people, especially who are listening to me in recording, for whatever reason, if you miss a live class, make sure you do it there itself. And do we have a clear homework for today with deadlines? एक तो मैंने आपको मटेरियल भी दे दिया, प्लीज रीड द मटेरियल, ये भी अपडेट सेक्शन में डाल दो, ठीक है? एंड दिस इज सो प्लीज रिपीट ऑल होमवर्क अगेन. तो ये रश एक साल इधर कर दिया. एक तो आपका हैंड आउट पढ़ना है, आपको हैंड आउट रीड इट पूरा मैंने आपको पढ़ के भी दिया क्लास में. यस, सैंपल मैं बुक में देखूंगा, मैं शेयर कर दूंगा. एंड दिस इज द डायग्राम्स. एनसीईआरटी का आपको एक प्रोसेस वाला पेज भेजा है. यस, प्रोसेस वाला चैप्टर दैट इज ऑन द टेलीग्राम. एनसीईआरटी चैप्टर. मेड सिंपल अभी नहीं करना है. नथिंग फ्रॉम मेड सिंपल, नथिंग फ्रॉम जीसी लॉन्ग. अभी जीसी लॉन्ग के चैप्टर्स हमने आइडेंटिफाई कर लिए, बट वो हम कैसे करें? ओनली दिस एरिया. सो वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे. इज एवरीवन ओके विद दिस? वेरी क्लियर होमवर्क. No more sending, no new answers, nothing. We are talking about only what is happening in the day. So ending the class, thank you for allowing me to extend that. I hope your confidence has increased. And again saying that I would go step by step. First give you these basic building blocks, then I will go to higher geomorphology, and that's my promise. I will go to that also. सौरभ कह रहे टेलीग्राम पे सेंड करना नहीं, अभी कुछ सेंड नहीं करना है, कल करेंगे. इसमें जो प्रॉब्लम होगा बात करेंगे. Then I'll share the samples on Telegram also, and I'll invite your samples also. Get that? So thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day. I will be meeting for Indian geography in the evening class at 6. Bye bye.